I'm an android sent by CyberLife.
Damn, Ryan, you give no fucking startup time. You're just like, you guys better be waiting to chat for me.
You know, people who watch the VOD, like, will
Sure.
know. They'll know. But in all sincerity, I am Brandon Carey. Joining me as always is Chris Charia.
Hello.
Wait a second,
My
as
name is
always.
David.
Wait, am I being replaced?
And Sam Callahan.
Hi, my name is Sam Callan, and I like dogs. That's a reference you'll get in about an hour.
Sam is, of course, my Interactive Fiction co-partner. And Chris is our guest for Interactive Friction and guest versus David Cage.
Man, thinking about the fact that like we've already experienced Lance Hendrickson in this game. Imagine what it would have been like. Not that David Cage could. I don't think he ever could. Although at the same time, the dude would probably be willing to do it. Imagine if you got fucking Michael Fassbender in this game.
Oh,
Like-
hell yeah. I mean, fake J-Law is really bugging me the more I look at her.
I mean, if the snowman
What
proved
about
anything,
Benedict
Michael Fassbender's not-
Cumberbuns? What if he was in a David Cage game?
Oh, no.
If the snowman has proven anything, Michael Fassbender is not above doing crap.
To be fair, The Snowman was originally a good book, and then they cut half the scenes out. Fun fact.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It's adapting a
They
book
were
is
like,
tricky.
I can't fucking read this book. It's not in English. Fuck it.
Can you imagine
Yeah,
Benedict Cumberbuns
that-
going, hey, David Cage, I'm here to bargain. And David Cage kills him and goes, David Cage, I'm here to bargain.
Time 9 p.m. Oh yeah, it's this guy's house.
Yeah.
Yay, this is the good guy.
What am I doing here? I hate cocktails.
It's Lance Hendrickson.
And all the schmooze
After they
that
stopped him from being a robot
Well,
at
it's
the
a
end of
chance
Alien.
For all those people who admire your work to meet
He made him into
Hey,
a real boy.
05.
Yeah,
Welcome.
No one gives a damn about art. All they care about is how much money they're gonna make out of it. Come on, let's have a drink. Oh, the
All right.
excitement.
No one gives a damn about art.
We're gonna
So-
take him. We're gonna take him. Let's take.
To pose this question, let's say you had an android, but it doesn't look anything like a human.
Oh my God,
Okay.
Chris, we just started.
Yeah. I'm old enough to choose my own medication.
I'm trying to inspire conversation
Oh boy.
in case this game doesn't give us
He's
anything
about
to
to,
talk
I think he's
about.
about to inspire a fist fight, but go on.
Like, suppose you have an android, but
Did you leave
the only
lawn
thing
on the
human
street?
about it is that it's got 2 arms and 2
No,
legs,
I'm sure I
and maybe
didn't.
a head, but it doesn't have a face. Like,
Call the
Sure.
police.
you would just treat it as your property, right?
This is Carl Manfred's android. at 89
Vote now.
Fort
Our
Lauderdale.
android's property.
Just returned home
I
and
mean,
found out
right
he-
here, yeah, they
Conversation's
fucking
still
are.
ongoing.
Yeah, I guess in Chris's eyes, there's still 3/5 people.
Check it out.
You know, I'll settle. You know,
Marcus, no.
go for like
I'll come with you.
2/10 if they don't have faces. Like, do they become more people the more human they look?
I think that's the thing that it's difficult to get to the root to, because as Nier Automata posed the question, it's like, you know, what is human? And really, if you want to get down to like an
Leo!
academic description, it's like, well, a human has
What
to
are
be
you
organic.
doing?
Has to be something
Refuse to
born,
listen.
not
Oh, is
something
this the
made.
shithole
It's
son?
crazy what some people pay for this.
Yeah,
shit.
it's just the
Yeah, it
sun.
is. It's this guy.
Look, they're all gonna be
Is it
mine.
Leo? Is his
sooner or
name, if I
later
remember correctly?
anyway.
Yeah.
Just think of it as
Yeah.
a down
Leo
payment on my
Brando.
inheritance.
How the fuck does he get in the
away from
house?
there. Get him out
I
of
mean-
here.
He probably has keys.
Ah,
If
I
it's not
guess.
like biometric or something, because he got in the house from the last scene. Remember? He just barged in.
Be reason.
Last time we were hanging out.
Gonna get you anywhere. All you ever do
God,
is
I
tell
am
me to go
tired.
away.
That I immediately read that
What's
as
wrong,
make
Dad?
love to Leo, and I was like, wait a
Fucking-
second. I don't think that's an option.
This would be a lot more interesting if that was the case.
It's all he needs. It's just a hug.
Huh? What's it got that I don't?
Leave him alone.
Come on.
Of course, the
let's see what
son
you
wants to
got.
take it out on the
I
android.
guess we're going to QTEs now, huh?
Don't defend yourself. You hear me? Don't,
Don't.
do anything.
Okay, never mind. No QTEs.
Go
You
ahead.
gotta
What you
decide.
waiting for? Think you're a man? Act like one. Stop it. Doesn't matter too much of a pussy.
Stop it, Leo. Stop it.
Too scared to fight back,
I'll
you
defend
fucking
myself.
bitch.
I think
Yeah,
I
because
What's the how does an android?
Wait,
why does an
what?
why does an android have a concept of fair? Is the real question.
yeah, it's Again,
Is this something that I can actually choose? Do I have to go through with this?
So when I played this with Taylor, I originally just sat there without moving the 6-axis, and you
yeah,
sit there forever. This
yeah,
is a
because that is an option you could do is not act.
No, that's not an
do
option.
do we actually? I'm gonna give
You
this a
have to
minute.
act.
Okay, this is you're
I literally
sure.
waited like 3 minutes.
Okay, if you
You
are
were joking the whole time. I put the
I'm
controller
gonna,
down.
for the sake
and I
of the
fucking
stream, I'm
started
gonna
to,
take
like-
your word for it, Sam, because
Yeah. Like I fucking I put the controller down. I had some nice blue blackberry cobbler with Taylor. Had some ice cream, and he was still sitting there.
Yeah, because I think I remember this part mostly from like the Giant Bomb quick look.
Yeah. I won't get into why, but for story reasons,
hey
yeah.
Joey.
I'm gonna tear you apart, and nobody's gonna give a shit.
Hello, Festive.
You hear me? You're nothing.
What up, everybody?
No,
Yeah,
the
this
thing,
is- this
the
is
thing
actually
is
choice.
like, I feel like this kind of scenario. Of,
Oh,
like, a
is
machine
he
becoming...
dead?
Carl, no.
Uh-oh.
Bear in mind, Brennan, that everybody, including the viewers, are behind.
Carl.
Yeah.
So you have to delay your reaction.
Well, no,
somewhat.
the viewers aren't, because they're gonna see the stream at the same
Actually,
time
I'll wait till
we
the
talk.
scene's over.
Yeah, but you're ahead of everybody else
No, I'm
So
ahead of
he's-
you guys.
Remember, Marcus.
and the viewers because we're
The
all watching
stream,
the stream.
the stream will hear me 5 seconds after I talk.
Why is it
Oh,
in
crying?
time with the
yeah.
stream.
Oh god, this
No.
is. Oh god,
Dad,
I think I just gave myself a headache
no.
thinking about how that works.
please.
Time
Why
travel
can't I
is
cry?
very fun, isn't it?
God, okay, never mind. Sorry, Chad.
Someone tell me, why can it cry?
Yeah, so that was.
Because
I was like, it's not even why can it cry. It's like, why would you build tear ducts?
so I
into
think
an
it's pretty
android?
obvious that they're people because the game kind of like establishes they're people within 5 seconds
Again,
of the
it's
game
like-
starting.
So,
Like it does it goes out of its way to just be like they're exactly like people. The only difference is the little chip in their head. Like that's
So
it.
Wait, Leo accused
And they're made
Marcus.
out of plastic.
Like there's a scenario where he doesn't accuse Marcus.
I'm assuming the other ending is you fucking
Kill
well,
him.
Probably not. You eat
I
probably
don't know.
because I'll say I don't think there's one where you can eat it. I don't think that's an option. Because
So-
remember, you decided to resist instead of punch him back. So there's probably one where he fucking dies.
Me
Okay.
personally, though, like I'm of the belief, like the idea of a machine that made by people becoming sentient.
Okay, so you have to kill him so we can get to this scene. Okay,
Yeah.
he has to die for this scene to occur.
Well, this isn't Marcus.
Or the Terminator, for
It
Oh,
that
looks like
matter.
it, but he's not.
Okay,
Believe
yeah,
me,
you're
it
right,
confused
you're
the hell
right.
out of me for about 5
I'm sorry.
minutes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. He's
This
the
is
guy
this
from
is the guy from,
from
the
the crime
attic with
scene.
Carlos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
from the crime scene
This is-
earlier.
So remember, you had like the
Say
weird
something,
religious
goddammit.
statue and all that in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh, sorry about that. Food's done. All right. I know how this scene goes, so I should be back before anything really happens.
All right. See you in a bit.
Yep.
But yeah, Chris, I'm totally of the opinion of the that like the androids are people. I don't know like.
machine. We're getting nothing out of it.
I mean, here's the thing. The idea of a machine made by people becoming sentient is something that I think could really only happen in a science fiction story, because
I mean, but you have to accept that premise going in, or else the story doesn't work. Like, you have to accept the premise.
well, yeah,
Like,
it's just the whole thing. Like sentience, I don't think is something that can just happen.
like your
Especially-
hypothesis isn't that sentient androids aren't people. Your hypothesis is that sentience cannot occur in androids. That's your hypothesis, and that's different hypothesis than fundamentally like sentient androids are people.
Okay, so like
It's all yours.
basically like okay, so yeah, they can develop sentience, but then it also kind of goes back to the question of like, okay, so what makes somebody human and
Sentience.
what makes something alive?
I'm sorry.
and-
The actual term is sapience. Sentience is something else. That's
Oh,
a
okay.
very common misconception. The actual term is sapience,
So
as in like they have the functioning brain of a Homo sapien.
So, and the thing is, like, and I understand this is something that, like, even to this day, there's no hard, concrete answer for some of this stuff because, like, the idea, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with something like Soma, to where it's like the idea of consciousness itself is something kind of nebulous, and we don't have scientific hard
Burn marks.
data.
Hit marks.
That looks like abuse.
Well, remember that he fought back. It was self.
Yeah, the dude.
If you recall.
And I think it was also kind of clear that his owner was a drug addict
Yeah.
and was probably freaking out.
And now let's interrogate. Reach optimal stress for confession.
Wait a minute, is he telling you to? Oh shit!
Oh my
Telling you
god!
to stress him out.
Trigger an unpleasant feeling.
There's even a stress level.
Yeah,
level.
you have to goad him into confessing.
You're damaged.
I gotta say though, this dude that plays Connor, like I like him.
Yeah, Connor's actor is really good. He does he nails it that he's just exactly robotic enough, and that's harder. That's easier said than done.
Yeah, that could be difficult to pull off
You're
for
accused of murder.
any actor, really.
You know you're not allowed to endanger human life under any circumstances.
Gosh, now that's just
you have
now that
anything
just
to
makes
say
me
in
think
your
of
defense?
fucking Robin Williams and Bicentennial Man. If you've
Also,
never seen that movie.
You're welcome for getting sentient sapience right.
If you won't talk,
Too
I'm
low.
going to have to probe your memory. No.
Oh, that pissed him off. That
Wait.
got him. That got him good.
Oh
Like, fuck
shit!
that.
Telling him I'm going to probe him. That got him. That got him. Now he's at optimal stress. He's at optimal stress.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Just as stressed as one should be day to day.
I'm almost curious what a
Approximately
memory probe would
50%.
look like.
I bet they just stick like a little
Going to
screwdriver looking
disassemble
thing
you to
inside
look
that
for
circular
problems
ring.
in biocomponents. They have no choice if they
See,
want to
and the
understand
thing
the
is, like,
content.
yeah, I'm somebody that's very pragmatic, and when it comes to something that's man-made, my question is like, okay, how does it do this, and why would someone make it be able to do this? Like,
I
oh,
just
it can feel
accomplished my
pain.
mission.
Why would you make it feel pain?
I mean, I want to say in this thing they do the pain. I don't know. I want to say they say fear is a
His
malfunction.
actor, yeah, you guys are right.
Well,
Connor's actor
yeah,
is
yeah.
really good.
So like his emotions, like
Yeah, he's really good at acting like a robot.
yeah, he is
the emotions aren't deviation.
he is precisely as robotic as he needs to be to
And
do
he's,
the
and
performance.
he's the unknown is the best part. He's like the dude who came from nowhere. It's really great.
Hmm.
I bet there was a lot of voice coaching.
I understand how you felt. You were overcome by anger.
Yeah, he's fun.
and frustration. No one can blame you for what happened.
Oh no, he's not stressed.
I mean,
Okay then, don't talk. What do I care after all? I mean,
I'm
not
assuming
the
where
one
you're going
accused
with
of
that,
murder,
Tenzenith,
right?
is that pain can be useful for, say, like robots for the same reason used
Yeah.
for humans, which is to tell you to not do something stupid.
If you remain
But
silent,
for something that in their
there's
case would
nothing I can
danger
do to
their
help you.
skin,
They're gonna shut
quote
you
unquote,
down
or
for
their
good.
biometrics.
You'll be dead. Do you hear me?
But you figure at some point they would not have a simulation of pain so much as just like an alarm.
Yeah.
He tortured me every day.
Yeah, I've heard about the simulate breathing thing, which I think I've also heard in like actual
Well,
robotics.
the thing is, if people don't breathe, it's actually that's actually uncomfortable.
yeah,
that's
it's
that
creepy
is
as fuck.
it's if someone doesn't breathe, it actually is disturbing to watch.
Because you think the fish people are here.
Yeah,
They're hiding
because-
among us.
Well, it's because you know what it's like to be human. You know what a human body looks like and acts like.
Yeah,
Because
see
you're
the motions
in
of
one.
the chest and then nostril flares and all that.
Because you're in one 24/7. I don't know unless you're some weirdo that I'm not aware of.
Like, there's a solution to our breathing people are uncanny. Don't make them human.
Oh, hello, Armau. Thank you for joining.
So I stabbed him again.
I guess that's always the question is like, you know, it's, you just hit a point with robots where you're like, these look like they have human shape but no faces, and then at some point people are like, hey, we should stop, but like, science don't stop for
Oh, I
fucking
mean,
nothing.
science marches on regardless of whether or not you.
It's like that Will Smith movie iRobot where he's like, why do you even give them faces? You know?
He used to tell me
Yeah.
I was nothing. That
Uh-oh.
was just a piece of plastic.
Now we can ask him questions about the shit we
Why
found.
did you write "I'm alive" on the wall?
I love that video game.
To tell him he was
It was
wrong.
my favorite.
The sculpture in the bathroom. You made it, right? What does it represent?
Yeah, autistic. I did not murder him. I did not.
No, I think that's like an iRobot reference. I did not kill him.
Yeah, I did not murder him.
RA9.
Like that. That's just,
Do you
I've
remember
watched
that
iRobot
movie?
since,
iRobot,
since it
iRobot,
came
iRobot.
What
out.
does it mean? The day
Hey,
shall
autistic.
come when we will no longer be slaves. No more threats.
But
No more humiliation.
Yeah, it's like the game stresses like the subtitle is become human, but by the time the game begins, they're already very human.
Yeah, basically.
So.
Like,
Okay.
pretty obviously so. Yeah.
Something else I just remembered that kind of got brought. Brandon, you even mentioned this last time. Was the idea like, okay, we have androids that are basically doing all of the manual labor and shitty jobs, right?
Right.
Yes.
And then you kind of brought up the
No
idea,
message,
it's
by
like,
the
so
way.
does this mean like people don't have to work now, or?
Instead of running
And
away,
it just kind of reminded me. Okay, have either of you seen Wall-E?
I have
Yes.
not, but I know all about it.
Okay, yeah. So the basic premise of like, okay, you have machines that literally can do everything
And
for
so everyone gets
people.
fat and lazy.
Yeah, so it's like, so who has to fucking work? And it's like,
start feeling
wouldn't that be the sooner premise? I mean, sure, people would probably be pissed at first, but if we actually did get to a point where let's say the
Well,
government,
then you have the
just came out and
transition of the
said,
economy into an economy post-scarcity.
yeah, of like, hey, we really don't have to work anymore. Everybody gets an android.
The
we
problem
got
is
it
that the
all figured
economy,
out.
as it's built right now, is not built to does not function unless there's a root premise that people have jobs. Like,
Right.
and if that premise is broken, the economy doesn't work. You have to actually restructure the entire economy to accommodate that there is no jobs.
Yeah, basically. And I think that's kind of like what has happened to where it's like,
Yes,
yeah, we got
autistic, you only
androids
control
and they
three
can do all the
characters.
work for us, but I
Which is why you should try socialism.
I mean, democratic socialism, maybe.
How about late capitalism,
Where's
anybody?
Lucky?
No, we're already there, according to some people.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, yes. You play as three people. You play as Connor,
What the fuck are you doing?
Marcus, and
Marcus.
Kara.
Okay. Calm down. Don't be difficult.
Well,
You shouldn't touch it.
At least this time, like, so the one thing I will
What are
totally.
you gonna do?
The fucking android's gonna tell me what
Oh
to do.
man,
You gonna do what we did?
You don't understand.
it'll self-destruct. Okay, wait a minute. When he says self-destruct, what does
So I
that
thought
entail?
about this. He seems to imply later on that it doesn't mean blowing up, which is what I initially thought.
It means shutting down.
Right.
I can't let you do that. Leave it alone now.
I think more like
I
cyanide,
warned you,
like he just kind of,
motherfucker.
his brain just kind of
That's
goes
enough.
poof.
Mind
and nothing's
your
there.
own
Oh, Hank likes us for intervening. I didn't expect that actually. I thought he was gonna hate us for that.
No, Hank's likes it. Taylor and I were trying to figure this out at some point.
Oh,
about
Hank.
what Hank likes.
Oh, Hank just kind of likes people who just get to the point of shit.
But it's to a specific degree, we found out, and that's one of the parts that we've been really enjoying, is that the people with all the trust system can be kind of particular.
I've got an
And
active
I
chat
mentioned
today.
it.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Hey everybody.
Don't touch it.
Hello,
But,
Derek DeBroni.
It'll come up a bit more in the next chapter.
Cause any trouble.
But I talked a bit about before the stream about the idea of intermixing gameplay mechanics into the narrative, Ludo narrative cohesion.
Yeah,
wanted
maybe
to
integration's
also-
a better word than nerve integration, but like,
Yeah,
since I
I
made that
wanted
up, I made that up on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be okay
Point
with
being, it's how the gameplay mechanics can reinforce either the main narrative or create its own narrative.
yeah.
I want it to
Uh,
also be known that I know that that Connor even says it. So
They call each other it.
Well,
They
yeah.
don't gender the
Well,
robots.
Connor's still of the opinion that they're not people, even though
Yeah.
very clearly they are. But like Connor is still thinking, no, I'm an android. I am a thing, not a person.
But yeah, what I was getting to real quick though is that with the relationship system and the idea of like the ups and downs and the people is that we'll see it a bit more later, but it was you remember this from the early Cars sections. It's pretty
Yeah.
easy to get a 12-year-old girl to like you.
Yes.
And it's pretty difficult to get this guy who obviously hates androids to like you. And I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty interesting. Is that
Well, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
yeah, but like they didn't make it so that it's just like a 50-50 shot because like
Yeah.
again, I'm gonna spoil something for like 5 minutes from now, but like almost no matter what you do, Alice, the little girl, likes you, just by
Mhm.
virtue that you are a motherly figure, which I found fascinating because it's like, yeah, if you were like a 12-year-old girl, as long as you're not like abusing her, she's fine. She likes you. Whereas,
Also,
like, you have to
to,
really try to make Hank like you.
to answer
and
the
he-
questions in the chat real quick, we are not going for any particular ending. I'm just playing and
Well.
seeing what my choices personally lead to. I don't care which
Yeah.
ending we get as a result of that. I'm just wanting to see what our interactive friction story is for Detroit.
And I will
Become
say,
Human.
Sam, that's kind of, you know, it's good that you're able to actually interpret that from the story, and that like you actually felt like it was written in a way to where it's like you could get that interpretation. It wasn't just, well, the story needs to be that she likes her, otherwise it can't move forward because that's our fucking narrative that we're telling.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Whether, I mean, to a certain point, that
To
is
a point,
the case,
it is, but it also
but I
is.
like
It
that
makes
made
sense
me
that.
feel like I was doing that.
Mhm.
I mean,
Um,
it is that to some degree. It is her, like, she has, like, you to the story move forward,
Yeah,
but that
it's-
makes
it's
sense.
that too,
It
because
makes
that's
sense, like, in her
narrative.
personality. Like, they wrote her in a way that it makes sense for her, like, you almost realize what you do.
But what you realize soon is that, or you, depending on how you play, you might have this problem. But like Taylor and I constantly pissed Hank off. Like it was very hard to get him to like us. But like Alice, super easy.
But Hank is warm to us right now.
Yeah, but you might have some trouble later on.
We'll find
we
it. We'll
tanked his
see.
relationship after a while.
We'll see.
Also, my first thought when I saw this is why wouldn't the guy get pissed off about an android in the car seat? And I was like, oh, you're kind of like a chaperone right now, so that's probably legal.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's right. They got
again, not gonna spoil why, but related to what I just talked about, the creating a narrative out of gameplay. This is my favorite chapter so far because of the way you can build your own narrative out of the gameplay.
Do you know if there's any other place we could spend the night?
I have no idea.
Also, shout out to the level designer because this chapter and the ones coming up, some really cool like quote
Yeah,
unquote
this game
sets.
is like this part we've been through so far. Like, it's kind of cliche, but it's really good.
Also,
Like,
wouldn't this bus driver be a little worried that an android is escorting a little girl around? Or
no, we just went over that. Like that was probably pretty
There
normal.
are totally androids who are coded to be chaperones for children,
Okay,
So this would actually be pretty normal.
and that's actually her designation.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
housekeeper slash
We'll find somewhere to
She's
spend
like
the night.
surrogate mother, basically.
babysitter. Yeah.
So yeah, first problem, it's raining, like a lot.
A lot of people talk about this chapter in like
It's
podcasts
really-
I've listened to.
I was gonna say it's really good. I'll preface it. I like it a lot
You've gotta
because I'm
hurry.
curious what y'all think about it.
Well,
But
I've actually like I've enjoyed what we played so far. Like I actually unironically enjoy David Cage's games. Like even though they get silly towards the end, there is some good stuff.
so, you probably noticed, but if you hold R2, you'll get your basic options, and it'll tell
Yeah.
you.
Find shelter for the night. Oh, we can interact with this guy.
There's a shitload of places to
need a place
interact
to
in this
stay.
area.
Do you know anywhere we could spend the night?
Like, hey, buddy.
Oh, he hasn't
How
been
you doing?
activated yet from the looks of it. Oh, there's stuff over here.
But is that like one of the temporary holding places? So they seem to go in some kind of weird deactivation state where I assume they look at you to see if it's their person.
If it's their owner.
I was struggling not to say their master. No message.
Won't open before morning.
Also, $6 cola. Jesus Christ.
Oh, there's some shit over here. Let's take a look. There's
Inflation's a
sprint
bitch in this
Is there
future.
like a walk faster button?
No,
Okay, I'll have to deal with that.
you
then.
just kind of walk at your pace.
Shop is closed. Of course, the drugstore will be closed at night. Who's buying drugs? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Actually,
What
probably.
do you mean?
a couple
Who's buying
people.
drugs at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Illegal
Who you
drugs.
buy
I was gonna say, like, look at the area you're in.
I mean legal drugs, obviously.
Brandon's just too fucking white bread. He's like, I buy my drugs in the drugstore during office hours. Thank you.
Where did Alice go?
You just left her, dude.
She was right there.
Uh-oh.
This happened to me too, and Taylor like lost his shit. There was a point where I just ran across the street without her. Taylor's like, "Oh my God, Sam, why did you leave the 12-year-old girl alone?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Oh, it says
I'm not very
comfort
good at
her.
this.
So where is she though?
Oh my God, you lost a 12-year-old girl in the middle of fucking Detroit. She's in the bus stop on the other side of the street.
Shit.
Oh, then why did it stop me?
You have to walk
Yeah,
across the crosswalk.
That's the other
We're
thing I
close to
remember.
it.
Yeah, this isn't fucking Detroit, of all places.
So you
Why
have to
is-
comfort
okay,
her every
it's
once in a while to
actually-
be like,
it's-
"Look, I know it's Detroit, and that just
It's
immediately means
it's
it's bad."
actually stopping me from getting over there, so she's not there.
See, I didn't encounter this problem. She was far away from me,
Oh,
but
there
not so
she is,
far
over
that I got
here.
like.
She's over here. She's with the complete opposite direction of me. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. When I said bus stop, I should specify. That's the one I meant, not the other crosswalk. She was at where you started because you walked too far away. You actually have to like walk with her. If you, I don't know if you wait long enough or whatever, but she will eventually hold your hand.
Someone who can help you.
Hang on a second. I will be right back.
Hey, what's up, Bishop?
Data
It's on the other
transfer.
side of town. We need a place
Oh,
for
yeah.
tonight.
See, I just knows what's up. Who isn't buying drugs at 2 a.m.?
That's true.
Come on, Alice.
Legally, obviously.
Thank you for using Detroit buses.
Yeah, I guess there is a little uncanny valley when they do the data transfer like that. That is kind of a little creepy.
A little bit. So basically, your current problems are you need a place to stay, and she's freezing.
Yeah, and
Cool.
she needs warmth.
An abandoned house.
And you can check all these places without like committing
At
to
least
them.
we'll be out of the rain.
So it's okay to hit like the look button. It won't immediately like gate you in.
And I am back.
I know.
We found an abandoned
It's
house.
just for one night, and no one will look for us here.
I'm sure nobody's doing crack in that house.
So yeah, that was Taylor's first comment. Was like, what are the odds that there's already a squatter in there? And I was like, oh fuck. I was like,
Well,
I
it'll
need
be
to
the
think
homeless
about
scene
that.
from Beyond Two Souls again, essentially.
I am still counting the chapters until prostitution comes into play.
Oh God,
It's gonna
yeah.
have to at some point.
You know it's gonna have to.
The sex bots.
It's like now we have a give up machine that walks and talks. It's
Squat in house.
It literally says squat in house.
You gotta get your squats in, get nice and
Almost out.
swole.
oh man.
Looks like we found a place to stay.
Playing a lot of Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Watching Zach go at it.
No androids allowed! Ah!
Going in?
I'm not surprised.
Find $40 and get rid of this uniform, or go somewhere else.
Although, this isn't even a spoiler because I've mentioned this before. Oh god, her eyes just got really creepy for a split second there. I think something broke with her eyes. This is a spoiler because
Yeah.
we've already mentioned it before. But if you wear so much as a single fucking hat, they can't see your face or your eye, your fucking not your face.
Or
your
they can't see.
brain
They
thingy.
can't see the glowing bit that says android, like the glowing
Yes,
android
that's
symbol
the
on the
only
back.
fucking thing that defines you as an android beyond your shirt.
And
Is your glowing ring face thing.
yeah, the glowing ring face, like the.
You are
the-
otherwly completely
There's nothing
human.
more this way.
And this is the problem.
That is silly. That's kind of silly, but I kind of like it.
I mean, I'm gonna leave you to wander because you can go to a couple different places, but at some point, if you do ask, I will tell you like the points of interest.
Something really random, and even though it's just gonna prove how fucking old and 30 I am, is that
It's warm in here.
the
You'll feel
fucking
better in
blue
no time.
LEDs, like especially the one around her arm, like it doesn't really remind me so much of Tron. I mean, it could probably be argued that it looks more like Tron Legacy with the fucking Christmas lights all
Oh,
over.
yeah.
But like there was a very, very short-lived show that like it didn't even make it like a full season. Like I think it only got
Dry
like a couple
clothes
episodes.
for Alice.
Oh yeah, let's
So here's your decision: are you gonna get dry clothes for this girl
We need them,
that are not yours?
Oh shit.
Get rid of this uniform.
Yours?
No, there was a very,
Alice
very.
wouldn't like that, but she's also freezing to death.
I have a feeling that she has plot armor.
I do love that she points that out though.
Yeah, she's like, "Hey, stealing not okay." I mean, clothes are important for multiple reasons. Let's say.
It's just one outfit.
Sorry.
It's
Maybe
just
it's
one
the only
outfit.
outfit this man owns. What if he only owns 2 outfits? What if that's his work clothes? I'm just gonna make this as hard as possible for you.
I mean,
I'm
I've
gonna make
already,
every
I've already
decision
committed.
shitty.
It's too late. I've already committed. It's way
I'm
too
gonna try to
late.
make every
Devil's
decision
advocate
the worst
to Sam
decision.
and say, no, you can totally take those. It's just,
Yeah, see, Chris, we gotta each take a side.
yeah.
You just gotta be like, "Oh yeah, steal everything," and I gotta be like, "No, man. Like, what if that's all he's
She's
got?"
your priority, not this guy.
But
Frickin-
that,
I also love that like the yellow bit bit gets yellow for the danger of being discovered.
It's like caution.
Yeah, just kind of like instability.
Yoink.
But I do like
discreet.
Be discreet, yeah.
this is part of what I like is like that you will come across other decisions like this, but I really like it when you're stuck between like a bad decision and a bad decision.
And a worse decision, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that
Especially
point,
because
it's
like,
just
it's a 12-year-old girl. You're like, fuck, man,
Like-
is it really so bad to steal clothes for a fucking 12-year-old
it's like-
girl to die?
it's
No.
like it is shades of shit. Like it.
Alright, so now I am perfectly blended. We are incognito.
And people can
Oh,
argue
man.
that's
Hold
Hold
on.
like
Book.
Oh
The
man.
check it out, you
beeline
look
to
now.
disaster. Cyberspace warned
Man.
you your androids could be hacked! Dating website discovered to have less than 5% female members.
like Tinder.
Pollinating bees are extinct. Holy shit.
Sun colony collapse, man, it finally
That
happened.
wild bees are now officially extinct. They must use
What the
android
fuck?
bees now.
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering how the rings work. Like what actually like brings them out, or what causes them to
To change colors.
yeah. I still don't know
Oh.
why you would buy that over a tablet.
Is it a tablet? I don't even know.
Like it's a weirdly like book-shaped tablet. At that point, just get a fucking Kindle.
And again, it's like
Sorry, I can't read.
Yeah,
that.
autistic.
E-call
Notice
projection.
that when the
They do
androids get
different
stressed, the rings turn yellow, or when they're interfacing with another android, or when it turns red when they're like in danger,
Mhm.
or when they perceive themselves to be in danger.
so. Remember, kids, don't fall asleep at the laundromat.
Yeah, androids will
Don't
come
do
to
it.
steal your shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole thing of like that, like
You can go
book-
to the supermarket across the store, or the,
The whole
not
thing of,
supermarket,
like,
like
the
the
book-shaped-
7-Eleven equivalent.
The Quickie
The,
Mart.
like,
Wait, where
book-shaped
is that?
book seems so redundant.
Other side of the street, or not
Okay.
other side of the street, down the street.
Okay, I just keep following the road.
Yeah, just keep following that way. The stream delay makes this really difficult.
That's the
Then
barber.
again, I
shop.
guess I could say the same. That e-readers might be
Station is
redundant
too
in a
far.
world full of tablets.
Other way.
Okay.
The
There-
stream delay makes this really fun. You can see the
There-
lights in the distance. There's like a giant 24
Okay,
hour
I
sign.
see 24 now. Okay.
Yeah.
Starting Jack Bauer, of course.
Mhm. I guess we'll get to the ring truth eventually, but
Also, it was very handy that guy had clothes that were going to fit her.
Yeah,
that was
it
also what I
is.
wonder. It's like,
it-
does
it-
he also have a daughter, or
It's
like?
the Hitman problem where every outfit's the exact same like perfect fit.
Yeah,
There's not much you can actually do.
Look,
Like
the
that's
store's
just the
still
way it
open.
is.
Maybe we should go
Yeah.
inside.
One
It
size.
makes you almost one, or not even.
Also,
wonder.
really,
They kinda-
really nice that that the hotel only costs 40 fucking bucks.
One
I mean,
size
fuck, man,
fits
I've been to cheaper
47.
places than that, but they probably are not as
I'm a young
nice.
girl, and we have nowhere to go.
I do wish though, like a really good attention to detail, assuming that they wouldn't just throw it away. It's like, no, he has his own kid or whatever. Would be if her clothes were really baggy.
I can't
Like,
start
that'd be
handing
kinda
out
cool.
Cash to every bum in the neighborhood.
God, the face detail is sometimes like so close to perfect. It's kind of terrifying.
Yeah. I mean that's
it's-
my kind of what David Gage has been going for is
Dude, fucking Quantic Dream is
Oh,
getting close.
shit.
It's a little bit creepy. Well, not even a little bit. It's very creepy.
I mean, yeah, that is something that's really good about this. Is like,
okay, clothes are one thing, a toy? No.
Well, to be fair, the teddy bear was all she had when her father was beating her.
See if there's any
Think about it.
medicine we can
Nah.
steal.
You guys
like-
wouldn't steal a teddy bear for a 12-year-old girl?
I might steal food.
no,
I might steal
I
food
think,
for her though.
I think if I had to steal something for a child, it would basically be food.
Yeah, I would gladly shoplift food for a 12-year-old, but not a toy.
I like that
Yeah,
you pick
yeah.
up chocolate of all things, so that's my favorite part.
Why not?
Well, you don't pick up something with more sustenance than chocolate.
Like beef jerky.
Dude, fucking cup noodles or anything might be even better than
I mean,
chocolate.
The ultimate
first of
flavor
all, you gotta fucking make
experience?
that shit. And they're already struggling to find something as it is.
So the thing is, like, the moment you try to steal from him, he's like, "Oh, it's the guy that asked for money. Of course they stole."
Yeah, what happened with Todd is we hit him once, and he tried to chase us, and we escaped out the back of the house, so he's still alive. I believe there's an ending where you can kill him. Or not an ending, but like an ending to that chapter.
Oh, you can kill him? That there?
Well, there's like 6 endings to that chapter, so I assume one of them is he dies. Because you could beat him more once he was on the ground. You had the option to keep hitting him. Just showing you the cameras.
Oh, there's well, I'm not gonna. Well, like, if I get the cash, I'm gonna need the wire cutters, so I'm gonna let that stay there.
See, what my argument is, if you're already shoplifting, you might as well just keep shoplifting.
No, we're gonna be reasonable about this. Can I talk to Alex?
Not to
Dallas?
mention,
Yes.
Not here apparently.
Oh,
not to mention, considering
look at
how
the
easy.
cans.
I mean,
How do you
Considering
steal the
there's-
fucking cash then?
look at the stack of
I'm
cans.
muted.
No, you're not. Sorry, Chris. We're just
Whoops.
trying to advance the
No,
story.
no.
Oh, okay, I see.
making sure.
I see.
But no, considering like technology we have now, to where
What about the stack of cans?
you really
Oh.
really can't just steal something like even in a convenience store, you can't just take something and not get caught on camera. No, the camera fucking sees everything in a goddamn convenience store. They got that shit.
Counterpoint: if you're already a fugitive,
That's why I'm saying steal
Well-
the teddy bear, man.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it's not like you're
I
gonna get out of
also
there
do
and
like
dude's gonna stop you.
the lock breaking prompt when you unlock a new choice.
You unlock a new choice.
I do like that prompt, like that little graphic,
Knock them down?
or like the unlocked choice when you talk to somebody.
Oh man,
That's why I asked about Todd, because yeah, there was a gun, but we decided not to get it. So you can actually have a gun in this scene. Very Heavy Rain-esque.
Oh, that's
now,
that's
so
interesting.
now you're basically
It's like how
helping
I
her become
unlocked
a
the.
felon.
It's like how I unlocked the option to.
You're teaching this little girl how to be a felon from an early age. It's important they learn quick.
You're such a bad influence.
It's like.
I'm also gonna tell you so you don't fuck up. You have to get behind the counter.
Okay, yeah, I will do that as soon as this guy gets.
We do it for our sake,
You alright? Are you hurt?
because I would hate more like as much as I want you to do it on your own. I also don't want you to fail just because you're sitting there going, "How the
Because
fuck
I
does
can't
this
figure
prop
out what the
work?"
fuck is going on.
Yeah,
If you want me to fail, you fail on my own terms.
yeah.
You want me to be a middle failure
Like you can
because
still
I
advance.
deliberately
Obviously, the
fucked
story
it
will
up.
still advance, but
Yeah.
like it would just be kind of stupid if I just watched you just spin in circles for 5 minutes. Going like,
Wow.
why doesn't this prop activate?
You aren't paid enough to worry about a theft, dude. You're not paid that much. I've done that job. It's not. You're not paid enough to do that. At least I
We
wasn't.
have some
Maybe
cash
you
now.
got
Cameras are
a.
fast,
Maybe
man.
minimum rage got.
How could you do that?
Yeah,
I
Detroit,
trusted you.
huge minimum wage jump.
Yeah.
Salas is really not okay with
We
the
needed a
stealing
room for
everything.
tonight.
Not to mention, now that I think of it, if that was a real Detroit convenience store, that dude should have been behind bulletproof glass.
I mean, we haven't
Like-
been fucking Atlanta. Like, you're not wrong.
No, I've seriously seen those like
Like,
I
I'm not
didn't
gonna
live in
tell her I feel good about it, so I'm just gonna be honest with her. Say, yeah, it's a shitty thing, but we had to do it.
Oh, is that the one he chose? Because we chose
Yeah.
apologize.
Like I didn't
It's
live
like,
in.
hey,
I'm
man,
not gonna.
like,
I'm not gonna
but-
bullshit her and tell her like, no, that was a good thing. We needed to do that. Like, no, we like, or no,
Yeah.
that's a good thing, a morally
No,
correct thing to
you-
do.
If you
fucking
apologize, the line is basically like, we had to do this, but I'm sorry you had to help me or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But no, like
It's like a backhanded
I
apology.
didn't live in Detroit, but Pontiac, Michigan was not too far outside of it.
I'm
And
sorry you felt that way. Fuck off.
That'll be fun.
That's the
Oh,
best.
yeah.
That's the best non-apology.
oh holy shit.
Also, Chris, we are missing out a bit on this, or at least you are, because I've seen this before. Without the voice work, but like, this is some quality, like, pseudo stilted acting of like, I'm lying through my ass, but like, I don't want
Yeah,
to.
that, like-
we're missing a bit from the lack of voice because we don't have audio, but like, it's
Right.
this is one of the most
I
well-directed
have Gus
scenes,
with me. Please, the kid is tired.
and you'll see that because
Oh,
there's some
shit,
scenes later
Chris.
that are fucking terribly directed.
We can deal with it tomorrow.
Ooh, what's Brandon gonna choose?
I would have just said you have no license.
That's
mostly
what
because...
that's what I
No,
said.
that's what he said.
I put no license, and he said she doesn't have.
So
wi-
he says the exact same thing if you said you
Okay.
forgot. Which if you say you forgot, you're just like, oh, sorry, I left it at
Because
the house.
being like living in a large city where public transportation is a thing, it is kind of reasonable that like some people.
Yeah,
just
like
don't
a
have-
lot. Like if you're in a big city, you probably like there's just a little high chance you don't have a license. Like just
Do you think
because
he
you have
believed
public
you?
transit, you won't need a
Oh.
license. You would have a license.
All I know is you'll be nice and warm tonight.
Shit, I lost my thought from earlier.
It's okay. I do it all the time.
So we're not house squatting.
Nope, we're going into
No,
a fancy
I mean,
hotel with.
After the fucking trouble we went through to steal money and
Mm-hmm.
everything, Oh, so now I remember. So I lived in Pontiac, Michigan for a little while, and you know it wasn't
yeah,
in
you did.
Detroit,
Alice, what are you doing? Okay, there you are.
and it was a fairly nice area. But I remember going to Little Caesars.
Why does
Even the
David
Little-
Cage always put the motel room that you're in the exact middle?
You'll finish that thought eventually, Chris. It might take years, but you'll get there.
But no, even a Little Caesars that I went to had the big fucking plastic bulletproof shield. Like,
Fuck, man, even the Little Caesars?
yeah, stick your money in this drawer, and then you open the other door on the side to get your fucking pizza.
Wow, holy shit. Are you like in gang territory?
It doesn't- this is
I
back
don't know.
when, what,
Like I
10 years
said,
ago?
fucking Michigan in general, I guess, kind of sucks. But
Shout out to Michigan.
I'm sure there are nice places in Michigan, but like I said, like I've seen.
I
that
dislike
shit,
the ambiguous hang prompt there. Because that could be either.
Implying this, there's an
that could
option
be-
just to hang yourself.
Yeah.
Say, fuck it, I'm done with this kid.
I have a chocolate bar.
She has chocolate, she'll live.
Are you hungry?
That's kind of a nice motel room, though.
It's okay, you will be hungry soon.
Fucking 2 beds, $40, dude.
Yeah, this is actually for $40 this is actually a really good room. This is an astoundingly good room
Yeah.
for that price.
Has a
Not to
fucking
mention
mini
the-
fridge,
yeah,
has
so,
a nice
like-
sized bathroom.
Not to mention like the fact that we already saw like a bottle of Coke is $6, and like you get a motel room for 40. Like, shit.
Yeah, it's like Jesus Christ. This is like guess
The
David
economy's
Cage,
all fucked.
does David Cage just not know what pricing is?
He's from France. This is just like 1-to-1 French rates. Motels are
Sure.
cheap. Coke is expensive.
Oh man.
You gotta.
Of course, hotels.
I'm going
are
to talk to
expensive,
Alice. Yes, I'm going to talk to her.
So they can get all the prostitutes in there.
That's right.
Lucas using all the money and street cred.
So yeah, when I played this yesterday, we did almost identical, except the only thing is we didn't steal anything except the money. And Taylor got really mad about that
Oh, you didn't steal the
because
clothes?
he made my argument. Oh, sorry, we did steal clothes. We did everything else the same, except we didn't steal chocolate bars.
I'll
Put it
just
that way.
these in the bathroom
Okay.
to dry.
So robbed the store. We got the clothes.
Okay, so I would want to put it in the bathtub if that was me, but where do we hang it? Okay, here.
Radiator, which
That's-
is not smart, by the way. I would not do that in real life.
Because if I'm putting things in the bathroom dry, they would be in the bathtub.
According to eCall, Kara in universe costs about $900 almost.
They did mention that early. Or I thought it was it 900? I thought it was 9,000.
I thought it was 8,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like I thought she was like $8,000. Like
Okay, so
check
she's a
that.
domestic model. She's like a affordable Android model. I would say the one that you like get a payment plan for.
That's why.
So I'm gonna drop a real fucking question here because I'm just legitimately curious. Do you think the prettier androids cost more?
Probably. If I'm not
Is there like a defect deal where it's like, oh, this android
I'm
has
willing
like a really
to bet
fucked
the
up
more
eye, you get
conventionally-
$100 off.
I'm willing to bet the
I
more
wouldn't be
conventionally
surprised.
attractive androids do end up costing more, or the
it's
ones
like,
that have more.
this one has bigger jumblies. It costs
Yeah.
500.
And also probably up to
I promise.
Like, if you wanted to get really fucking real, if David Cage did want to have a message, which he doesn't, he does not have a message to anybody.
No,
But if he did,
this game is about nothing.
yeah.
I will not
But if
abandon
you
you,
did,
child.
You could get really fucking real and start like you could start changing prices based on gender.
Hey Joey,
race,
thank you for
like,
hosting, by the
breast
way,
size.
Joey. But yeah, I will not abandon you, man, child.
I think she looks like a child, more or less.
Yes, female human child. I will not abandon you.
Yes. Also, did yours go up to family? Your rank?
I didn't see.
Okay.
I wasn't
Because
looking.
that's what ours did. I think that's like the highest.
If one of them says friends till the end, I'm out of here. According to us.
They gotta get their hands out and draw a quarter of the circle each.
Now, where's my charging station? Where do I sit for the night?
That is the other thing. It's like, what the fuck?
You
do
have
they
an
want?
option. I have no fucking idea.
It's not
Probably
like,
I will
you know
give
what?
her a
Knowing
good
how
night
beautiful these fucking androids look, they probably run on carbon dioxide. So,
who the fuck knows?
They
Like,
produce no fucking external problems or anything.
like it's
Sam,
not, it's not, like,
Sam, Joey wants you to know that your bot is garbage
my bot?
for null space.
Oh, what is it not? Did it not post the host?
I have no
Huh,
idea.
that's the first time it hasn't. It does every
Fuck
other
it.
time.
I am
Uh,
not getting into bed with the child. That's
No, it's
creepy.
getting to bed next to her, dumbass.
Okay.
Like a mother.
Okay.
yeah, but it's not like I was about to make a joke about like it's not like
This
these
is a
androids
French
have, like-
man. It is not a Gaspar Noé French film. This is
it's not like they
Iceland
have
Bot.
fucking.
It's not that kind of French we're talking about. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Alice relationship trusted.
It's not like they have like a
Oh,
fucking
interesting.
charging station. They stand on like fucking Baymax from Big Hero 6.
So yeah, so you guys are a whole level lower than Taylor and I with Alice. That's interesting.
Mm.
'Ccause I don't remember what we did different.
It doesn't really
I think
matter.
I want to say maybe because we apologized. I think that actually brought her up a bit.
It doesn't
maybe
really
like
matter
a
that
little bit
much.
Probably not.
Um,
Anyway,
Brandon's not about
the third
giving
action that
apologies.
you could have done is there was an abandoned car you could sleep in.
oh, okay.
So the because I do want to get on this for like a quick minute is when I was talking earlier about the idea of creating a narrative out of gameplay. I thought it was interesting because basically your options are the car is the most dangerous but the least illegal because you just kind of sit in some. It's an abandoned car, like it's just rusted out. It's sitting in the middle of like a parking lot.
But it's disgusting and probably
It's
unsafe for
disgusting and
Alice.
incredibly dangerous. So then you have the middle option, which is squat in the house, which is illegal because it's trespassing, but you have a roof over your head. Or you can fucking rob a store, pretend to be someone else, but you give a girl a nice bed, warmth, dry her clothes, a bathtub. So I really like that those are the tiers you get to choose. It basically says like, what do you value more? Do you value the girl or do you value your own personal safety? Do you value the law?
I mean, laws are arbitrary, so...
I mean, like if you really want to break it down, it's a fucking video game. But like,
Yeah.
if you really,
No, I mean, if you
I-
want to actually break it down like Socratically, like as like a philosophical exercise, like the law, like what is the law really? Like it is just saying it is just a set of rules that you will get punished if you don't obey.
Wait,
Wow,
why
there's
is
a lot of
laughing
fucking.
at me? Oh, Ioria, just the cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like a
Yeah.
shitload of choices depending on which one you go for.
But like morally, stealing a bit of clothes, and a bit of money is not like compared to saving, like getting a child safe, not really a big deal.
Oh yeah, this fucking chapter is metal as shit.
Oh man.
Oh, who the fuck is this?
I'm not gonna
What?
say until you figure it out.
Oh, Marcus! Holy shit!
you
What
go.
happens in him?
What?
So
Oh, okay. He got
are you guys
he got
familiar?
he
are
got
you guys
scrapped
familiar-
for murder. Okay, that makes sense.
Are you guys the two things that Tim and I reference constantly throughout this chapter are Dante's Inferno and Pan's Labyrinth, visually. So if you're familiar with those two works, Dante's
Well,
Inferno
if
is obviously
you're-
the literature, and Pan's Labyrinth for the visuals, then you'll know what this looks like.
Oh, you have to
Well,
you have
the
to
big-
analyze
the
what happened to you. That's really fucking cool.
The big thing to me, like, so when you say Dante's Inferno, you don't mean EA's Dante's
Not the
Inferno.
Not the replacement base, talking about the original fucking literature.
Yeah,
Okay, this is
yeah,
actually pretty
the
cool.
actual-
He got charged for
Oh,
murder, and thus he got
shit.
because he's not a person. He's an android. He got scrapped.
It's fucking kneecapped him, dude.
They scrapped him from the looks of it. Like everything is been destroyed.
Yeah, he's done.
Or is he?
I mean, he'll probably.
Like, how the fuck?
Considering we're playing as him, he's probably fine. Or he probably will be fine. Replace legs?
Yeah, man.
What a
They're
fucking
fucking
objective.
What a great objective prompt. Replace legs.
Like that's actually though, like no joke, that's actually a really good objective prompt.
Yeah.
It's very to the point. You know exactly what you need to do.
I actually like we said it yesterday, but I'm gonna talk about it again. Like I enjoy the way this game kind of uses the mechanics of being an android in like the UI.
Yeah, like it actually kind of fits. It makes sense. And hey, there's a leg.
Yeah.
That's a leg
Man,
ass leg.
man, you lose an arm and a leg when being accused of murder.
God.
He didn't lose any arms. Fuck ass. Your joke only half works. I'm deducting 50 points.
I'm playing with the
Yeah,
sound kind of low, 05, so it'll be hard for me to focus on the sound part of this, but...
Oh, it is really good. Dude, 05 is so right, though. Like, there's a moment, because I
I
know
will probably
what they're
play this
talking
game
about.
again.
There's a specific moment where something happened with the sound, and Taylor was like, oh shit, that's awesome.
I'm probably gonna play this game again
think
without
I
you guys.
can already understand what they're doing.
You can actually turn the sound up at least a little bit for this section, unless it, like, hardcore bleeds. Just because there's no real dialogue or anything.
Well, no, the issue would just be, like, on my TV, like, you would hear it through my headset, or through my headphones. Sorry, my microphone. Alright, let's analyze this. Yeah, I'll turn up a little bit so I can focus. Sit up.
So my big wish now.
Okay,
is
I do hear what you mean with the sound now.
Just, you gotta keep listening, though.
My
Really
big
good.
wish though now, since Marcus is basically putting himself back together, I want him to
What up,
beat.
Sage Milk?
I want him to beat the shit out of that son. Like,
He just shows up to the house and the sun's still there, and he just starts wailing
what's
on
up,
him.
fucker? No, fuck him.
Oh man. So yeah, this section's pretty fucking metal. Just look at it.
Yeah, no, this is. I can already get what you mean when you're talking about like Dante's Inferno and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely going into the circles of hell.
Also, I had to ask Taylor about Jericho because he knows his Old Testament way better than I do.
I don't know anything biblical, so.
Something about the Israelites.
Oh,
and they were trying to
I
flee
like the
head
being
to
able.
the
I
walls
like
of Jericho.
I like that you're able to see his heart.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Oh,
Oh God! Oh God!
Labyrinth.
Oh,
Oh
man.
God!
Oh yeah, just get them hands.
Oh
on
God!
it. Hey boy.
Anybody else reminded of God of War 2?
Yeah!
Or Hellblade, I believe has a section
Yeah,
like that.
Hellblade 2. Hellblade is a really good example of this kind of section. This
Also,
kind of,
what
like-
we're talking about hell allegories, let me just get it out there. They put out a game called Agony that got kickstarted. Do not buy it. It is garbage.
I gotta find audio.
Yeah, I heard
processor.
that like, you know, politics, morals aside, any of that, just like literally just on a technical level, it's just actually bad. Is what
Yeah,
I've
no,
heard.
it's a
It's just a
boring
bad video
game.
game.
It's a bad game.
It's a bad game for bad people.
I
Hey,
can't
you're
wait to
not
play
using
it.
that eyeball, are you?
That eyeball is not usable.
Kind of a shame about Agony though, because like I was interested at least in the visuals at first before all the like giant stuff. Just
Yeah,
but I was interested in
it-
like the idea of like, oh yeah, man, it's just fucking red and dank.
But at the same time, like, are you just making a game fucked up for the sake of being fucked up, or does it actually serve a purpose? Like, it.
I mean, at some point, that's a much broader question about the nature of
Yeah.
creating art. Also, I found that pretty interesting. You spared a guy who said he wanted to die. Like, what life are you?
Marcus
what life
isn't-
are you leaving him for?
Marcus isn't the killer. That's my stance
Is
right
this
now.
life really better?
Sure.
No, like whether or not it's right or not, he is not a killer. That is the stance I'm taking.
I mean, I just think even from Mark's perspective, like, if he has a conscience, you think he'd look at this and be like, "Is this really a good life to live?" I guess that's all. Well, we're not gonna get into it.
I mean,
Question you can
you
apply to
try
humans, I
killing
suppose.
someone who, even if they want to die, Sam. Let's see how easy it is. I'm willing to bet it's not that easy, even if you know they want to die.
I never said it was easy.
Oh man, look at those legs.
Incompatible.
It reminds me a bit of Saving Private Ryan, the Omaha Beach landing.
Hmm.
Because there's a specific shot where a guy's walking around without an arm. and that-
Incompatible. is a really interesting section of the game.
Yeah,
It's also very visually arresting. Like it looks
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Gorgeous isn't the right word, but I see what you're trying to say.
Sure, beautiful in a
Um,
fucked up way. I don't know how
It's
grimy,
very
it's shitty.
well executed.
Yeah,
Hey, I can steal
it
her.
makes good use of the lighting.
Fine.
Let me just feel your chest for a minute.
I was kind of hoping you were dead.
Yeah, so fun fact, you could have killed the guy who wanted to die and also got that part.
Because I can't go back and change that decision now, so...
I actually don't know. Maybe there is a third place to get it. I only know the two.
I imagine if like, assuming you can't take it back,
Yeah, assuming that it won't
kind
let you
of
react
there
to the other
has to
guy.
be a place you can...
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, there's an eye unit. There's a dead eye unit.
Because as we both know, game over is a fail state of the game.
Failure of game design.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, different eye colors. Hello. So yeah, whether you like it or not all these people are dead. Like you have to take people. shit
There's
from
the
people at some
question,
point.
though. There's the question: are they alive to begin with?
I don't know, Chris. Are they property or not?
Yeah, they're only 3/5 people, Chris, according
Again,
to
the thing to me is, it is man-made versus organic. Like that's what.
It
Yeah.
is it is amazing, like, just how absolute you are on that.
I mean, it's
Like,
some-
you are-
It's like
Yeah. Chris, if anything, has strong convictions, Brandon. We've known him long enough to know this.
I'm actually impressed by how unflinching you are at that.
there are some hard fucking lines in the world, man. Let's be clear.
You are completely unflinching, and I respect that, even though you're
again,
absolutely
it's not to
objectively
say-
wrong.
But at the same time, like,
I don't know about objectively.
No, objectively
I don't know
wrong.
if I have 3 days to get into this argument. Also, listen to the game during this section, if anything.
oh yeah.
Because this is when you're grabbing a new audio processor.
Oh, it's the right in his hand. Cool.
And then, Chris, once it happens, I'll explain it. Unless you want to hear it for yourself the first time. It's not like...
No, I'm
Crazy,
already
it's just-
listening.
Shh. Oh wow. Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
That's
great,
a
isn't
really
it?
cool effect.
Yeah. It's literally just like being able to hear again. It's kind of fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you know what, David Cage, you did a good one right there. That was a good one you just did.
Which is the question Taylor kept posing to me is, like, he was very legit, like, how much do you think this is David Cage and how much is other people, which is like the Kojima question. Like, how much is one person versus how much is, like, he probably has some really good level designers, because all these levels look incredible. And he probably has some good editors at this point,
I mean,
or decent anyway.
like,
Well-
especially when it comes to like game design as a whole, and just how
Yeah,
fucking
I guess
difficult
that
it is
there
to
is that
work,
like that auteur problem where like there is a team here and like
Yes. Like a
And
whole.
I almost feel
team-
bad just saying, "Oh, good job, David Cage," when like I
There's
don't
a
know
whole
if it has
team-
anything to do with this section beyond the story.
yeah, you know what, you're probably at least somewhat right on that.
Because I would be really curious to meet like whoever was the head of level design for this game, because bravo.
I would like to like aside from
I'm
the,
sure-
the clearly shitty like workplace that has been established that David Cage puts his employees in, I'd like to see what like that's like who is doing what and how like what are the ratios of work.
Yeah,
Dole
well, it's
out
the same
amongst
thing I've
various
always wondered about Kojima too, because he's also an artur in the same way.
Also, I'm gonna answer this fucking question in the chat. To Zenith asks, like, aren't children human-made? It's like, yes, they are, but children are the byproduct of a biological process of procreation.
Oh no, Chris. Oh
he's not wrong yet.
no.
So far,
that's-
he is accurate. I don't know. Let's see where Chris goes with this. It's the real
Like that's what
Chris,
that's what procreation
Chris,
is.
you
is
seem
that-
to draw like you seem to think that there's like some arbitrary distinction between the creation of a person. Like what is it? What about a test tube baby? Like in your parlance, someone
That's
that would.
organic.
Wait, hold on.
No,
That's-
it's an artificially created human being.
Well, no, that's not. I mean, technically, not true, but I mean, yes.
All right, let's just get down
So-
to the real question.
wait,
Can
that's
you
too-
really draw fucking lines in any of this shit?
Yes, sapiens.
Between what is a machine and what is a person?
Yeah, sapiens.
I mean, Chris, I don't know I can agree with either of you necessarily, but I can definitely say that I don't think it's a hard line. I think
I would say the
I think at some
moment.
point we're gonna have to find a hard line. Like we as a people will have
I
to,
mean,
to
for me,
decide as a people.
the
what's
point is where like you can make like where like you are like you have the ability to think like a human being can.
I mean, but
So-
I need to find that because human beings think in incredibly stupidly complex ways.
Yeah.
Do you mean on like a very basic
Granted,
level?
Yes, on like a very like a not like specific, like
Brandon,
on
you
a
have
very
trouble with
basic
this
level.
prompt here, buddy?
I keep letting me go with the analytic on accident.
Okay, so
Oh, see, I already knew about this, Ecal. So
that
this
seems
bears
kind
the
of
question.
dumb.
So yeah, this immediately brings up the question: why is that possible?
Yeah, that seems.
Because now
kinda
there's literally
weird.
nothing
That-
defining him not as like. There's nothing that proves he's not a human.
Wait, you can just
Unless you-
can just pop it off?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then it just heals over, like, and that
Yeah.
doesn't affect
Wait,
how they function.
Excuse me?
Yeah. That thus far.
Why
that's what
hasn't
people
every
are
Android just done that?
Probably because they're not coded.
Oh
or they're
man,
coded
look at that
probably not to.
conveniently placed coat.
So good. It's a trench coat even. I mean, I'm assuming most of them haven't because it's against their coding. But like, it bothers me so much because doubly so. Well, multiple reasons. One, because on any level, I wouldn't find a scientist in the goddamn world who would design something so that you could do that.
Yeah.
I-
Like
Yeah.
Two, that technology is ridiculous. It just heals over
Yeah.
like that. Three, you're missing out on a really crucial gameplay aspect that would have been fun, which is the idea of constantly being under fire for a visual distinct mark of yourself.
yeah, like at this point what like he
Like,
literally
it's the equivalent of having like the branding thing in BioShock Infinite. Like it would
Or,
have been really
you
cool if
know-
it was constantly like you have to always wear hoodies and beanies, and people are constantly kind of giving you weird
Or-
eyes. We're like, hey, you want to lift up that hat? And you're like, no, I don't.
Or how about this, Sam? It's like being a dark-skinned person in America in the 50s.
I didn't want to go there, but I guess we went
The
there.
the thing to me is that I have to wonder if like making the ring permanent to where they couldn't remove it makes me wonder
Well,
if
then,
like
that makes me wonder what that ring's function was. Like, what was that
Yeah,
supposed to be?
but, like,
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Chris? Sorry.
but like on a technical standpoint, like if they made the ring permanent, it makes me wonder if they encountered difficulty around riding around it. Like if maybe they
Well, if you just put a fucking
I
hat,
wouldn't-
if you just put a hat on,
Well, I wouldn't. Well, so that's the question I kept bringing up though. It's like I wonder if they could have written an interesting story on the idea of constantly having to wear like some kind of headgear, whether it be like helmets or hats or something like that.
yeah,
it feels like a cop out.
but
It feels like they could have. But like I do have to wonder if Chris might have been right. Is that at some point they're writing the story such and they were like, it just turns into too many plot contrivances at some
Yeah.
point. It's like he always has to find a new hat, he always has to find a new hoodie, or she always has to find a new beanie because it keeps getting torn up or lost.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, but like it's a real bummer because like if I were writing this story, and granted I'm not a game designer, shit's hard. Say if I were writing a film like this, that would be my number one with a bullet thing. Would be like there's a defining characteristic about this person that they cannot remove. There is a brand on them, and that would be what constantly haunts them. And that would be
You're such an
fucking-
awesome player. You're so good at this job. I love how good you were at that interrogation player. You're so good. I fucking
God,
love
I'm
it.
so
You're
hard
so
right now,
awesome.
Connor. You're so good at what you do.
Player, you make me rock hard even though I don't have a penis. You just
man.
you
Player,
just made
you
me
made
hard.
me-
Hey
Crush
man,
this
it's 2030.
puss.
They may or may not. I don't know.
Amanda Waller.
Maybe they have like 6 penises. Maybe they finally invented the Hydra.
It said
God.
something to me. The truth is inside.
Anyway, yeah, that's my
Don't know
2
what
cents
that
about the thing from like a filmmaker
Unless it was just
perspective.
another error
Is
in
that
its
like
Yeah.
sorely missed opportunity? using the rings as like a branding. But maybe that was David Cage straw, so I don't want a message, even though like
Yeah,
it would, as
exactly.
Brandon said, be very much an equivalency to being black in the 1950s, or not black, being Latino, or any
So-
dark
I
color.
think he's irritable
Uh,
and socially challenged.
during like the segregation era, that would have, it would
I
have been
also
very
think he used to
one-to-one
be a good
parallel.
detective. He's an intriguing character.
Well, missed opportunity.
We have no choice
If I ever
but
write
to
my
work.
fucking
What
cyborg
do you
story,
think
I'm
is
gonna
the
make
best
them a
way?
visual brand. That's a whole
I
story
will
right there.
adapt to his personality. It is in the best interest of the investigation that I.
I write my
Makes sense.
cyborg story.
And try to
Cyborgs are
accommodate
just
his
going to be
psychology.
accepted because I'm tired of the fucking allegory,
No
race,
animal android
slavery
shows
allegory
signs of
bullshit. I just
Oh, I get it. Adaptation for Android is like
They become
deviancy.
unstable
Okay, I see.
consequences
of
any
That,
disaster.
I see. I see.
You're the
Learning to
most
adapt
advanced
is like that's
prototype
bad
civil
because that
life
means
has
androids are
ever
teaching themselves how to do shit.
If anyone can figure
That's
out
interesting
what's
because I
happening,
don't. That's not at all what Taylor thought that
You
meant.
can count on me, Amanda.
So, again, taking this from like a gameplay narrative mix, she starts off at the highest level of trust for you. You'll see on the float
There's
in
no
like the
time.
character chart or whatever that she starts off at like family rank. So what Taylor thought that meant when you choose adapt that she gets mad is that she thinks that adapt is basically saying I'm a machine, I'll just work with them, as opposed to I have a personality that I will abide by. So Taylor thinks that adapt, she considers adapt bad because it's basically saying I'm not a real person who can stand by my own values and convictions.
But see, I get the exact opposite interpretation out of it. I see.
Yeah,
like,
I think that's
okay.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just think that's fascinating that you two have completely different ideas of what she meant by that.
It's by making the exact same choices for
Can I
some
help you?
reason.
Yep,
I'm here to see
and
Lieutenant
I don't know which one's
Anderson.
right. I think
Do you
they're
have
both
authorization?
They both could be equally valid.
I mean, eventually, like, I'm willing to bet David Cage, like, one of us is going to be proven right, one of us is going to be proven wrong, just because that's how he
Lieutenant
works.
Anderson hasn't
He does
arrived.
not,
Yeah.
like, he is not the great at the subtlety king. Like, he's less subtle than Kingdom Hearts is.
Let me tell you about friendship.
So far, there has been no response
Lieutenant Anderson's desk.
either Moscow
Okay.
or Washington. We'll keep you informed minute by minute as the situation develops.
So did I ever tell you that I actually played through a David Cage game once in my life?
What was it? Omicron the Nomad Soul?
Oh
God
fuck
bless.
no! It
Best
was
game.
It was actually Indigo Prophecy. Like,
Oh yeah, giant space cockroaches.
yup. What a fucking video game.
Do you know what time Lieutenant
Let me tell you, man, that
Anderson
first scene,
arrived?
really good.
Depends on where he
Yeah,
goes
and
Very
then
first scene, Negro Prophecy, fantastic.
lucky we'll see him.
Just
and
fucking
then
downhill from there.
and then I get into a child of slap fight with an Aztec monk.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
you know
I
what?
wa-
Now that you put it that way, Chris, actually,
You know
the game got
what?
better
This
from
actually
there.
reminds me of a really good scene in Heavy Rain where, like, you're Norman Jaden and you're waiting for your coworker to show up and you just play fucking games with the virtual reality headset.
Is it
Oh
called
yeah.
Ari, yeah. Ari.
Yeah.
Um,
So you do have other. Yeah. Okay, I pulled out the prompt. So yeah, you can do other stuff.
so I think that's actually
Yeah.
pretty cool that you can, like...
For
I like seeing what characters want to do in their spare time. Or what they opt to do in their spare time, what they could choose to do.
So for better or worse, though, this game definitely does copy a few things from Heavy Rain in terms of like the convenience store robbery, although it's played from a different perspective, obviously.
Knights of the Black
and, like,
Death,
it's-
Dark Heavy Metal.
The best part is when Taylor and I were playing, we were picking up the headphones, and Taylor's like, "I hope to God it's fucking metal music, because that would be great for Hank to listen to metal." And he picks it up, and he just loses his shit. Where it turns out it's actually metal music.
Use your brain, not your android. Android free space.
Yeah. So this is his board. So that immediately tells you what he thinks about androids.
Detroit basketball cap. I love that the team is Detroit basketball.
I mean, hey man, maybe he doesn't like. What is Detroit's football team? Lions?
No, that is their football team. Yeah.
Of
Detroit
course,
Yeah,
the
I
cop
don't know what
has.
their basketball
Of
team is.
course, the cop has a box of donuts. Why wouldn't he have a box of fucking
David Cage
donuts?
is French. That's all he understands about American cops.
No.
Japanese
yes.
maple. Okay. What is this liquid? It's coffee! There's traces of caffeine in it!
So he doesn't drink decaf.
Okay, what other things are... Let's see. Advantage of the network of red ice dealers, which red ice is like a narcotic in this world. promoted to
I don't remember where it's brought up, but I think it's in this chapter. There's some magazine where it says, sorry, this chapter or next, where they say what red ice is, like what it's made of. I don't know if you want to know that now, or I can. It's how it comes
you
up.
can
in this
tell
chapter.
me. I don't really care, but go ahead.
It's made from android blood.
Okay.
Yeah, for all I care, it's their made up fucking drug because whatever.
But that's the key thing. I don't know if it comes up in the story, but it is made from android blood.
Oh, that's interesting. That's actually not where we're gonna go with that. Oh, here's the last two clues.
For some reason, I still remember.
Hair, canine hair, Saint Bernard dog. So we
Still
have a
remember
pet.
going to see. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
actually
the
went to.
dog one.
I actually went to see Sausage Party in theaters, and the fact that at the end of the movie, fucking bath salts were an integral part of the story.
Hell yeah,
Anderson
dude.
was a decorated officer.
It's very topical at the time.
Jesus.
Yeah, so he was decorated for a bunch of
In my office.
specifically red ice cases.
Enter and listen in, or explore the office. I want to explore the office.
In my office, the mayor's gonna have my ass.
I'll let him have. I'll let him have his.
I'm glad you saw what I saw in that character, Chris.
Look at that.
It's like
This
fucking
is basically what it
Ice-
is. It's just every fucking police sergeant ever.
Yeah, it's like fucking Ice-T
Congratulations on last night,
from
very
21
impressive.
Jump Street. Like, oh yeah, look at this guy.
Oh hey, it's asshole. I'm gonna hate him, aren't I?
This guy has jerk off written all over him. He's just.
I'm gonna choose to ignore him. I have nothing to say.
Ever seen an android like
Yeah.
that before? Model, are you?
It literally says it right on his.
Hey, asshole, I'm talking to you.
Look, man.
Hey,
I mean,
bring me a coffee, dipshit.
yeah.
Maybe he's illiterate. It's
Get a move
2030.
on.
No judging.
I gave you an order.
I'm sorry, but I only
Just
take
so you know,
orders
they
from
can hear you.
Lieutenant Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to give a public performance, you're more than welcome to.
We're just gonna have to change the Twitch title to
Yeah,
and
see,
guess.
it's just flipping me the bird.
You up for disappointing human.
With both hands.
Stay out of my
Oh,
way.
nice.
Next time,
I can't believe she could edit
Don't get
with
off
2
so
hands
easy.
up.
I'm gonna develop the worst relationship with this guy as I possibly can. I'm gonna make him hate me. I'm gonna make him resent the day I was born. Or I
This is
guess,
interesting
or
because,
I'm sorry, the day I was manufactured.
This is interesting because Taylor and I actually never went to this room. So I didn't even know he was here.
Like I said, I also hope we get to beat the shit out of him.
Public opinion down.
Well, shit.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that. Fuck the
That's
public.
That's like every. That's like every second for our current president.
Can only hit 0 so fast.
I think it's in the negatives by now.
Where's those running vectors?
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey!
So, well, one, I'm gonna point this out, and two, also take a moment to talk about how Brandon was wrong. It's always a good time. Is,
It's
one,
probable.
the section in the first chapter is
I
timed.
have to analyze
Because we
the
checked the flowchart
bioelectronics.
that you can run out of time on that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
If
what
you're,
happened
if
last
you're
week.
in a time, like if you lose in time, they force you out there. That's what I said
Yeah.
last time.
Okay.
Um,
I'm
I know
still
there's
right.
something
You
you
might be
can
right,
tell
but I'm
me.
still right. Fuck you. Two
I need
is
to know
if
before
you
they
go
take you
to
away.
the office with the sergeant with Hank, you don't get to do any of this because I believe it's also a time thing
The
where
sculpture
both events are going on sequentially.
I don't actually care what the officer has to say to Hank at all. I
He's
bet
gonna talk about how
I'm
he's
willing
gonna
to
have
bet I.
Hank's ass.
Yeah, exactly.
He literally says the line, "I'm gonna have your badge and your gun" at some point.
That's exactly what I expected him to say, so I didn't
Yeah.
care. Like I don't expect people to have any choice to interact in that scene, so whatever.
Well, you're going to die, but
This seems a ton more interesting.
open the cell quick. Hurry.
Okay. 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 That's certainly a thing you can do.
oh hell yeah, it's like that scene from Dead Space.
Is that really a better alternative versus I don't know whatever they were going to do to you? Like maybe just
I mean, Chris,
Well,
have you seen the Junkyard? Would you consider that better?
I mean, what if he doesn't reactivate though? Which,
I
in
mean-
all fairness, I think they do a better
That's like
job
saying if they
working. It's
bury
like-
you, just hope you don't wake up.
I mean, how often does stuff get thrown away and it still work and it just
Famous
starts
Detroit
fucking
painter
working by
dies. Do
itself?
not care. Oh, this is oh, actually I do care. That is Marcus's friend.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, Carl.
Carl
Carl.
Manfred.
Carl.
I wonder if that's
Also,
like an actual
Taylor wanted to
background.
make a note, Brandon, is that you barely ever read the fucking second half of these magazines.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also on stream, so like if it was me, I would read
I mean,
this
I don't
entire
actually
thing
read
from.
them. I just look at the covers.
Because if it was me, I'd read this whole thing from top to bottom. But
Oh God, no! I can't even do that because
but
at least where Taylor's TV is, it's too fucking far. The text is too
but
small.
we're on stream, so like I don't want to indulge myself just because that'll be boring for the viewers.
But what about Ivanov says niet?
I guess we'll just
What?
check. I guess we'll check on Hank.
It's the thing about the Russian ambassador, or not ambassador, the Russian premier.
Okay, this is after.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you could have done one or the other. Is you could have either talked to the captain or been there with Hank.
I get
Or,
the impression
you
my
could talk to the
presence
android.
causes you some inconvenience, Lieutenant.
So yeah, you definitely got the more
I'd like you to
interesting
know
side.
I'm very sorry about that. Now that we're partners, it would be great to get to know each other better.
uh-huh.
I kind of like I really like Connor's actor. I really like
really
him.
good.
He's
He
really
is
good.
good. I
I
like
hope he
him.
gets more work
In
out
any
of this
case-
because he's really good.
I'd like
Yeah.
you to know I'm very happy to be working with you. I'm sure we'll make a great team. Is there a desk anywhere I could use?
No one's using that
Interesting.
one.
So they didn't post for Brant. It's really weird. The bot totally got Taylor.
He looks a little weird when he smiles.
Analyze. Well, I think he looks exactly as he should look when he smiles, because like
Creepy as hell.
Connor
Yeah.
doesn't seem like he knows what smiling is like.
It's like if you were told to smile, you never smiled in your life. There's actually for all the hot anime watchers out there, there's a really good series called Plastic Memories about androids, and there's a moment where they tell the girl Ela, it's like, hey, smile, and she's like, I don't know how, and so they have to like take their fingers and like point her cheeks up, and it looks like when Connor smiles. It looks
That's
like
that's a hell of a question. Is there any reason in particular that you despise me?
Just one.
I mean, that's Connor for a nutshell. He just kind of
He just
digs
kind of
in.
goes right
Yeah,
straight
just
for
basically
the.
straight to the
he
point.
goes right to the
understand the art
jugular.
of subtlety, really. Fucking Hank's face.
Denton Carter scored 53% of
I
his
love
shots
that.
from the three-point line yesterday.
It's like,
Did you see
and?
That's what I
And
was
like, he's like,
watching at the
and
bar
fuck you.
last night.
Oh yeah, by the way, remember when I said your relationship's gonna tank?
That's okay.
Hank's not in a really good mood right now.
I was wondering,
Oh no.
do you always arrive at the
Oh
office?
no.
I arrive when I arrive.
Is this gonna be one of those things where it's like it's
Stop
best
busting
not to
my
talk to him?
balls, okay?
I think I
There are
have
two
to.
There are two that are positive, and then there are two that are negative. Otherwise, you can just ask him about work.
If you
Or
have
about,
any
like,
files
work
on
to do.
Deviants, I'd like to take a
I
look.
kind of like that after the first two, you kind of had to take the hint
Rules
and
on
like
your
this is
desk.
not worth
Back
continuing,
yourself
so just get right to it.
Oh, you missed the two that are positive though. If you ask him about the dog, he smiles
have
and
a
talks about his dog.
Right?
Oh, okay.
And you missed. Oh fuck! You missed the best line. Fuck. We gotta rewind.
Sitting in a chair.
Oh, I
Foul.
forgot.
I like dogs.
Fucking the. Yes,
What's your
this
dog's
line.
name?
Is music a good
Listen
one?
to you. Sumo. call
I
him
just turned on the
Sumo.
audio just because I like dogs. It's the new fucking meme phrase for
Do you
Taylor and
listen to
I. It's
Night
just
Song?
constant. It's like I like
I
dogs.
really like that music. It's
It's
full of
very
energy.
something
Wow.
about that
You
read
listen
is
to heavy
just
metal?
Well,
imperfect.
I don't
God,
really
dude,
listen
beautiful.
to music as
I have
such,
no words.
but I'd like to.
I like dogs.
Oh wow, he likes music. So Fowler, I can still have that option.
Fowler's the captain. If you want.
I'm not talking about the captain. Holy shit, that's a bad idea.
I almost feel like if this game went on sale, I'd probably play it eventually, maybe.
I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you can go through these scenarios for sure. Or at least like half of them.
I
I don't know. I mean, I'll still hold my judgment until after we get to a ending.
Yeah. Also, Brandon, you would probably know this off the top of your head. You're smart like that. Isn't there another game? Is it like a Dragon Age or something like that, where if you exhaust all the dialogue options, you're more likely to have a negative outcome than a positive one because it tries to punish you for just asking everything?
There are a couple of instances in Bioware
Fuck.
games.
Yeah,
where
isn't there a specific character who? Oh, wasn't it? Was it Morgana?
Morgan?
Dragon Age? Like you try.
Yeah,
Morgan.
Morgan does not like when you talk about her past. She does not like talking about
well,
herself.
like even in the beginning, if you just try to talk to her, period, about like anything.
Also,
she-
because she's desperately trying to fuck you.
God, she wants to fuck you.
I did fuck her, and in my
How was
playthrough of
it?
Dragon Age.
How was the Bioware sex scene?
It was a scene.
Scan all
Yeah.
files.
Yeah.
Alright,
So-
okay, that's pretty cool. You can just, as a Connor, just scan all the files in
Yeah.
like an instant.
First
That's
Now
pretty
that I
you
cool.
think of it, now I
Robots
remember.
that
It's like
instantly decipher these like from a split second of looking at it.
they had sex in their underwear in Dragon
The
Age.
AX-400 is reported to have
Yeah, that
assaulted-
was a different time for Bioware
That
games.
could be a good starting
We hadn't
point for
quite
our
reached levels of
investigation.
CNN talking about
Like,
Bioware games yet.
I remember getting lucky with her, and then of course the bit at the end, which spoilers for Dragon Age Origins, like she wants you to give her your seed so that she can have a baby or whatever,
Yeah, man.
because she wants the demon spawn in her so that you
Shouldn't
won't
let your
die,
personal
but also
situation
she
hamper
just
the
wants the demon
investigation,
baby.
Lieutenant.
And I actually did play through the DLC where like you're looking for her.
The Witch of
And,
the
like,
Wilds one. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and my character just like went in the portal with her. I was like, fuck it, let's go. Like,
Hell yeah. Yeah,
I've been
so
assigned this mission,
Equal's also
Lieutenant.
right. If you do read the
I
files,
didn't
I
come
read
here
them
to
during
wait until
when I
the
played
useful
yesterday.
working.
It's
Oh
not much,
shit,
but...
Connor! Holy hell!
Oh, you went for that option.
Yeah, I feel like that's what Connor would do. So
stop pissing me off. Or things are gonna get nasty.
Well, so much for the adapt thing you told Amanda.
Sorry to disturb
It's not so
you.
much adapting, so much
I have
as
some
just
information
blatantly
on the
threatening.
AX-400 that attacked the guy last night.
But yes, if you do read the bios for the androids, it's just a little bit of story, but deviancy has been kind of running rampant. It's becoming a big problem according to those files.
oh, I know who that is that he's talking about.
look at all these points I'm getting. Hank got a lead. So does that mean that there's an alternative where you just?
I don't know why, but the way you said that made me think of the Kendrick Lamar freestyle song. Just like, Hank got a lead. In my head, I was like, Kendrick have a dream? And I was like, what the fuck did I interpret that like that? Listening to too much
I
fucking
mean, I have
Kendrick
always,
Lamar.
I have those kinds of like weird connections that just snap into place too.
Yeah, it's just, it was the way you said it. Just my head immediately went there, and I was like, wow, language is fucking weird, man.
Yeah, I guess there's presumably an alternative where he doesn't get a lead, and I guess
I
like,
assume.
like what would the
He got it.
investigation just like stand still? Like how would you arrive at this
You-
alternate branch?
Knowing how the next part plays out, it probably just delays your progress through it.
Also, Sam, sometimes there is no difference between speech and music.
Whoa.
I mean, there are people who like have the part of their brain that can talk, like all busted up, but the music part of your brain is different, so they train themselves to sing instead of talk.
I did not know that. Cool. So you're still only trusted, not family.
That's
Fucked up,
fine.
man.
That's fine.
She don't consider you family.
Actually, my relationship with Hank is not that bad right now, considering what you were talking about earlier. Let Alice rest.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. So you'll have been sleeping a couple hours. Oh yeah, so you probably
I'm sorry. I
buttoned up
didn't
the
mean to
throat
wake
chart
you.
before you saw it, but if you don't decide to sleep with her in the same bed, you just sit in the fucking chair and just stare at her,
Oh my
Oh,
god!
It wasn't enough.
which sounds great.
Uh,
That's why I was like, you probably should just go for that option, Brayden, because the other one is very not good.
How about a nice warm bath? And then we can go out and try to get you something to eat. What do you say? Okay,
Okay,
I'll run you a bath.
I'll
Yeah,
run you a
fuck food,
bath.
man. Get you something to eat aside
Well,
from this
there's
chocolate bar
a
that
chocolate
I
bar
stole.
right there you can still have. I also like that she's sporting the half tuck.
Yeah, man.
Like half of the shirt's tucked
Yeah.
in, the other half
Yeah,
is
she's
not.
got a real look going on.
not bad.
I call it been to the bar still 3 a.m.
I call it
but,
the
you know,
Nathan
you might
Drake.
call it
I,
chick.
I call it the Nathan Drake because that's like
the Drake.
Wow.
because if you look all of like all the characters in that
Yeah,
game
every one of his fucking
sport the
shirts.
half tuck.
Yeah.
It's a look I can't do, man. I grew up in very traditional wear a suit kind of family. You gotta tuck that shirt all
You
the way
see,
in.
I actually like untucked.
Same.
I mean, I like untucked. doesn't
Okay,
mean I
now
hate
she's gonna
clothes.
got her bit off. It looks like. Oh no, it's her hair. Never mind.
No, man, you gotta cut her hair.
How does
Also,
that
you're
work?
you're about to see some. I have no fucking idea, dude. How like. Do they grow it back? Do you
Yeah,
get
like-
extensions in?
That's what I mean. Like with the Android Essentially people is like, how does this mechanically work? Like it's not even
Yeah.
like they're not like they're like people but different. They are fucking people.
Also,
They're-
you want to see some fucking hair tech?
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Now I will admit, I've
You can
seen
you
this-
won't you can hit any of them. You can cycle through all of them.
Yeah,
I think
I,
Look at
I
that
will
shit,
admit,
dude!
I've
this is
seen
okay.
on,
This
like,
is
the
actually really cool.
like I've seen this on the Giant Bob Quick Look, and it just made me think like, are Android hairs made out of like those fiber optic
No,
things, like those?
Autistic.
like-
I am also a fan of the short hair. I also very prefer the
Nah,
much prefer the short
man,
hair.
short ponytail all the way.
But I think I'm gonna go with white because it's the coolest color choice out of all of them.
But like, is their hair just made out of like those fiber optic things, or it's like like those trees that have like the string stuff lights up?
Yeah,
on
man.
it? Like,
No,
is
man,
that
it's
what
just
their hair's
it's
made
just
out of?
fucking RGB fucking strands.
Hell yes.
Just the shit you put in your computer.
Okay, this
Yeah, see,
this is removing the chip.
I almost went where I wanted to go for white, but
How
Taylor's
can you
playing, so we
just
went for
do
blonde.
that? How, like
This should not be possible.
Yeah,
like
no.
if that's like a thing that like you use to to do all your like communication between androids with.
Or more importantly, designate that you're not a fucking human to people.
Yeah. It's just weird. It's weird that like these guys are literally just artificial human beings.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, when I think about like if they were trying to avoid like writing contrivances or anything like that, like it also kind of like the avenues of determining if someone is an android or not are still kind of open to where like they'd be like, okay, let me prick your needle with this finger, or let me prick your finger
Yeah.
with this needle or something. Like,
They could just see what blood they draw. If it's
Yeah.
blue or red. Also, I'm gonna be right back.
Thanks, Michael. I'm joined by Corktail
or if someone
resident
could tell
Tom
if
Williams,
someone was an
who
android by
survived
taking a
attack by
breathalyzer
his
test.
AX-400 around
Oh
11
man, look at
p.m.
this
last
footage that they probably
Can you tell
wanted
us
to
what
make sure they didn't have to pay for.
Hey!
Dinner, I was minding
I
my
know that asshole.
damn thing jumped on me. Managed to defend myself, but it would have been crazy. I thought it was gonna kill me.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Public opinion
Ran
hostile.
away.
Like I fucking care.
Disturbing news from
Yeah.
Android owners everywhere. Police have launched a
Of
search to
course he
find
would
the
say
android.
this, though.
Let's hope they find it fast.
Of course, yeah. Like, what are you gonna say? Like, I tried to beat my daughter up and the android had to defend herself. You can't just say that on fucking TV.
No.
It's not true. He's lying.
Good thing she
He's
looks
the one who
different,
tried to
though.
hurt us.
Yeah.
Problem is,
What are we
though,
gonna do?
the kid.
We have nowhere to go. And the police are looking for us now.
Uh-huh. She's absolutely right.
That android yesterday, he gave me an address.
She is, again, absolutely
He
right.
said we could get help there.
Yeah.
Could be worth a try.
Let's see if we can get the address. Like, I'm gonna follow up on the android lead from yesterday when you know they shook hands, made that invisible transaction, and the glowy bit that's no longer on her fucking face changed.
That's gonna fucking bug you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
But we can decide the future.
that looked like it was very core to their program to their functioning, but if it's not,
Yeah,
it's just
no.
like
Just,
why bother?
like, and I know we've gone over, like, pain and whatever, but it's like, does it even hurt at all? Just, it's like it doesn't leave a mark or anything. It's
I'll
just-
go out and find some food for you, and then we can get going.
I don't know. I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
I don't know. It's get breakfast for Alice. Well, here's a candy bar. Breakfast.
Yeah, here's a freaking candy bar. It's like, you better eat that. You know what I did to get it? I stole it, but still. Eat your frickin' candy.
Oh no, it's time for QTEs.
Lieutenant Anderson, Detroit Police.
Oh no!
The store down the road.
Oh man, was that Connor?
Stories intersected!
Take androids here.
Have you seen anyone that looks like this?
Fuck. I knew there was something weird about her. She came in last night. She was dressed
Also,
normal.
how
There was no way I could tell.
Is it still here?
how was the one dude
Yeah,
able to
probably
know that it
128.
was an ant?
Thank you.
Like, how'd the convenience store guy know that it was an android that robbed him?
Okay, now I'm playing as Connor. Okay.
Ben, yeah, still at the motel. Send some uniforms and cordon off.
Now I'm playing as Connor.
Also, hi Kelly, and she looks like Jack Frost because that's the hair color that Brandon chose.
Yeah, I
Wait in the
chose
car.
white hair.
No, I think you're right.
it's
Rise of the
best
Guardians
if I
isn't what that movie was called.
Listen, I'm tired of you talking back to me. You're a machine, so shut the fuck up and do
Uh-oh.
what I say.
All I want is to accomplish my mission.
Gonna do.
I'm sorry if that upsets you.
You want to see the end of your mission? Stop busting my fucking balls.
Neutral. Perfect.
Wow. All right. And of course, we're not going to wait.
No, we're not. Fuck that. I told him I'd come with him, and I'm gonna come with him. In fact, I'm gonna slam his ass a couple times. He hurries the fuck up, that piece of shit. Get moving!
Oh, holy crap. Come on, Jeff Bridges. The
Yeah.
sequence is timed.
Oh, yeah, Rise of the Guardian. I remember that movie. That's with the where the holiday thing has become superheroes.
Yeah, basically.
It's gone.
Are we gonna investigate? Okay, we're gonna lay comment to its devices, I guess. Sneak past cops.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back, Sam.
Yeah, I know what I missed.
He's got to reach the train station.
Start calling him Sam, I am.
I'm sure
Actually,
that's
this is
a-
interesting
No,
because this
he
is not the
is-
way the section played out for us.
Wait, what happened in your playthrough?
So when you took control of Connor, Taylor immediately went for the bottom door and he saw them.
Oh.
And so it turned into a chase
Oh.
sequence. And so during that chase sequence, you flip-flop between Connor and Kara, back and forth.
It's almost like there's really good choices in this. Like, in a
Yeah,
subtle
it's
way.
almost like he's actually starting to figure out the
Yeah,
choice.
so this is completely different than the way we did it.
Okay, so yeah, like yeah, in my game we went up top and okay, that's bad.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, this is interesting.
So now we're sneaking out before it to see if we can escape the police.
Are the stealth sections from Beyond Two Souls coming back?
Oh no.
I saw that shit.
Let's never again talk about this.
Blending, I'm blending. I'm Assassin's Creed my way out of here. We're playing Assassin's Creed now, motherfuckers.
Hold A to blend with the monks.
Oh man!
This is really cool. This is dramatically different.
Again, I just love the idea that the story takes place, you know, in order.
Oh fuck me.
Unlike some fucking games.
Yeah, man, those fucking not chronological games.
You gotta hide from the police. You gotta hide in every fucking
Beyond
back
Two
alley you
Souls,
can.
I don't think there was any fucking difference.
This is really cool. I'm really digging this. This is a cool section.
Yeah, so in the one we did, it turned into Connor chases Kara, and there's a whole thing where they have to cross a highway with automated cars. And so if you fuck up this
Yeah, I
QTE's
saw
car, you
that.
get fucked up.
I saw
So
that
wait,
from
did we just bailed? We just got out. Holy shit!
So yeah.
Wow.
Fuck
that's-
you, Connor. You didn't get shit.
Interesting.
Nice.
That actually, you're right. That actually felt like exactly out of Hitman Absolution. Using my instinct to blend in.
Yeah, just tip your hat down. Nobody knows who you are.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's dramatic. This is the most dramatic difference from what I played so far.
So we just stealthed our way out of that. Like, I assume the scene went longer for you too. If you did a chase scene.
Yeah, the chase sequence was a whole fucking thing.
Run, Kara, run! Trophy earned.
Something I can't help but point out is that this android knows how to hug a child more than Kratos does.
Yeah, look, there's this whole
Yeah.
different branches depending on like where you
Wow.
stayed and everything.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? You didn't do the hotel, did you?
No, we did the motel.
Oh, you did the motel? Oh, that's really interesting. Then there's like this
Yeah.
whole
Yeah,
there's
just
this whole
branches come-
okay, there's this whole branch here. Okay.
So yeah, there's
I
that
see.
branch is probably
Hank
ours.
checks motel room. Okay, here we go.
So that's actually something I kind of
So
like
if you check
about
the door,
this.
the open door instead of the motel room, then you'll find him.
So that is something I kind of enjoy
Okay, so
about
so
seeing-
if Hank doesn't get this lead, then okay, yeah, this is very interesting. If Hank doesn't get that lead in the first place, then like this never happens. I
Yeah.
would presume, or Kara gets away guaranteed.
like as stupid as this looks like from like at first, there's actually something kind of interesting to seeing like the branching paths and
Yeah.
stuff. Considering like in any game, your choices and everything are super limited, but the fact that you can actually kind of see what those are,
Yeah.
even not explicitly. Yeah,
Like
so,
I initially joked about the flowchart in the and when we played the demo, but like now that I've been playing through the game, I'm actually really like digging this. This is really fucking cool. Just being able
now
to
it's
see
just hope that the story holds up.
just seeing the way this narrative branches off. Like I wonder what's done different now that in my game now that I like Connor and Kara have not met yet in my game where they have met in yours.
Yeah, that would be technically right. They didn't converse so much as
Well,
ran.
they have interacted,
But they know what each other
yeah,
are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like,
They give each other. There is a point where Kara looks over the highway and gives her.
where
gives
like
him kind
Kara
of a
looks at
look.
Connor and goes, "Threat detected."
Sure.
Uh-oh.
This
Good
is
thing
really-
he found pants.
This is a very intriguing game. I'm really fascinated by what we've been
Yeah.
seeing so far. Like, in a way that
did.
the other David Cage games haven't. Actually,
Thus
no,
far,
that's
the
not
highest
true. That's
highs.
not true. We even like did Heavy Rain and Indigo Prophecy had their like really fascinating early game.
Yeah, I would say this one has reached the highest highs so far,
Yeah.
especially because the gameplay has been refined to such a point.
Let's just hope that it doesn't tank at the end.
That's the word, but we'll see.
Check symbol.
I mean, and I'm willing to keep an open mind.
okay, that's
yeah.
pretty cool. Just display the symbol digitally on your hand.
Huh.
That's pretty cool. I can dig it.
I feel like that is something that would also give him away.
You would think.
The ability to reduce a symbol on his hand at will.
Yeah, to project
Yeah.
shit.
You know, to project a fucking hologram on your hand. Oh man. Make sure you got your Android papers on you.
Okay, I'm actually not going to read that. But this is really interesting. I'm having a really good time deciphering. Okay, there's a symbol right there.
Yeah. Well, I am sorry, but I am actually gonna have to go early for us tonight.
Oh,
Uh,
as in we're getting past what you played, or?
No, I'm just starting to feel really sick all of a sudden, so I'm just gonna need a break for a bit.
How many more
Probably say
segments
something
past
weird.
this did you play as just so we don't get too far ahead?
One more.
Okay.
We played one chapter past this, but like I'm gonna play before next time anyway, so you should be fine. But the end of this chapter is a really good stopping point, but next chapter is
Okay,
also
so that's
fine.
the graffiti. So what do we actually? Okay.
Anyway.
They say hold R2 to decipher it.
Yeah, it's R2 to L2 to look at your hand, R2 to look at the wall.
Okay.
You have to be close to it. All right, well, I'm gonna have to go, guys. But
Take care,
it's been good.
Sam.
Yep.
Yeah, but thanks for joining
will
us,
be-
Sam.
Yeah. I will be back next time we play, so you'll just miss my
Alex
hot
said
commentary for
David-
one chapter.
He
You've been
said this
infected by
version
David
got to
Cage.
Sam.
Yes. All right. It's been good, guys. See you next time.
Take care, Sam. Get well
Yeah.
soon.
And then there were two.
I gotta find
Oh,
this
now you gotta
freaking-
find that one. So they have to fucking scavenger hunt.
Yeah. I wonder if it's in a different room.
Gotta look for Dat Lion.
The balloon! Gotta find the balloon! The balloon! Gotta find the balloon!
What is that a reference to?
Heavy rain!
Oh, man. The only thing I can remember about Heavy Rain is Sean.
Sean!
And now we've made that joke for the only time we need to make it.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Okay, so we've pretty much established that Marcus is now like free, like he's
Yeah, he is going to
sentient or
become
whatever.
resistance leader and all that good.
Yeah. Again, I really hope he gets to beat the shit out of that asshole. Hey, there it is.
There's a second symbol in this scene, apparently.
Gotta use your detective mode on it.
Oh, I see. It's literally right up.
Oh, yeah. I didn't notice that at first.
No, huh? Oh, there I see it. There it is, right on his belt.
Yeah.
Right here.
I probably would have been a little bit more helpful, but that delay.
I do like the camera like pans outward to subtly like hint that you can leave that section and go into the next one. That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you for
it's a
stopping.
good effect.
Yeah, it's also very useful, like in terms of a UI standpoint.
Scan his dick.
I'm gonna have to find some way.
Gotta find. Oh, right there it is.
Where?
Okay, look up.
No, I see the symbol and how I get to look at it.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's actually. So I see two of them already.
Okay, here we are. Yeah, I saw them both. I just need to figure out where the spot to look for was. The looking spot. Oh,
Yeah.
this is dragging on a bit longer than it really needs to.
It's like, how many symbols you want me to scan?
Yeah, this is actually taking a little longer than I'd like it to. This probably could have ended at the third symbol, or at the third series of symbols. Actually though.
But no, if they got a hideout, they can't just make it that easy to find.
Like in an actual movie, like you'd go through one symbol or two symbols, and then they'd cut. They'd cut to the end.
And to be fair, a movie you've got like 2 hours to tell your story, as opposed to, here's a fucking video game, take as long as you want.
Right, but if it's the same tedious task over and over, at some point you're just wasting the player's time.
No, it's important.
Like now, I'm kind of feeling like my time is being wasted.
Oh shit. Yeah, so we're scanning QR codes so that we can find Jericho, who I guess is like Android resistance guy, so.
And the walls came tumbling down. So I'm trying to find this symbol of of robots on the graffiti, and I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. It would be through a fence. So I guess if you look through if you're looking for a fence first.
Let me over here. See if it cuts me off at some point. Yep, it cut me off. So.
05 says you walked past it at the park sign.
At the park sign. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna forgive me because like this is a problem even when I'm not on stream. I trouble finding shit.
At the same time, though, it's not like I said, I don't think it's entirely your fault. Like, the game also, you know, doing what it does and sometimes being very, very vague. But at the same time, like, making you find it, like, this is their answer to gameplay.
Right, I'm at the park sign.
He says not that park sign.
The yellow one.
I guess. Yeah.
I didn't see a yellow park sign. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now, 3 symbols to find. Aren't we being daring?
Probably have to find 4 of them next time. Hey, there we go.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that that's a symbol right there, but I guess not.
Oh, yeah.
Highlight. Do I have... Okay, I have to go in. Okay. I have to go in to scan the QR code.
Oh, shit. Right, his program, he said it doesn't jaywalk ever again.
The balloon! Gotta find the balloon!
I don't know, so are like the fucking prompts, like, I don't know, like, how do they feel in this game? Because I remember that drove me nuts. It's
actually not that bad, once you... But this segment is going on just a bit longer than it needs to.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like, how freaking many are they gonna make you find?
Okay, that's 1. There's apparently 3 in this. There's 1. That's very hard to see.
Yeah, this...
That was a very hard one to see. Holy shit. This kind of...
Oh, holy crap. Yeah, it is.
This kind of sucks.
Yeah. Especially, like, I hope you don't have to go over the wall or anything.
Yeah, is there, like, another angle you need to look at this? Find a way to reach the roof. Okay. Okay. I see your deal, game. Find a way to reach the roof. So it's probably... Okay, let's just... Okay, there's a choice. Here we go.
I was gonna say, it's like...
Here's an option.
My first instinct would be, like, if there's a fire escape or something, but then again, like...
No, it's a trash bin.
The dumpster.
A rubbish bin, as they call it in Britain.
Don't do that accent again.
Do what accent, love?
Please stop.
Yeah, bear with me, Chad. I'm like... A, I'm getting kind of annoyed at the scene now, and B, I'm generally bad at finding shit, even in real life.
Oh my gosh.
Use the right stick to select a route?
Wait. What? Would be too unstable? Do they want you to parkour off of this? Or wait,
yeah, like... you have to pre-compute your parkour.
Oh,
and then
man.
like once you've computed it, then you're like, okay, it's safe, I can do this.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I will say that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. That was a cool little AI, that was a cool little UI thing.
It's not too bad. We're just blowing Kelly's mind with this. Like,
but
holy
now
shit,
I'm kind of want to sequence the fucking end at some point though, yo. Come on.
I know. Like, when is the scavenger hunt over? Like, this has to be the last one.
You say that, but I thought the last two were the last ones. No, there's more!
Oh.
Holy shit! How long do you want me to look for fucking stupid symbols?
I don't know. It's almost like
this is the problem David Cage has, where it's like he just doesn't know when good enough is enough.
Yeah. And again, it's one of those things that kind of make me wonder. It's like, you know, how much were they able to rein him in? Because that was one of the things I heard about like the production was that they got people to like
would be too high, which means go the ladder. Compute. I kind of like the compute command.
Yeah.
Because you are an android still, even though you have your little
basically, yes.
little blippy thing going. You still have the processing power to make these kinds of complex calculations on the fly. Like a real parkour artist, actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Pretty neat.
It's like, take that, Mirror's Edge.
Oh wow, I wasn't gonna go there, but since you did, yeah. Okay, this is pretty cool.
And I actually have Mirror's Edge.
That's actually
Catalyst,
pretty cool. Like it's the symbol is like a Batman Riddler trophy. You have to form it.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty neat. But I'm still looking for symbols, and like that's the 6th and 7th one. This is getting really old, game.
I feel like maybe the Resistance like base isn't well hidden. It's just a test of patience.
Yeah.
How much of the shit you can find.
It's like at what point is enough enough?
For David Cage, it's never enough. It's
also where is okay? Is Darren just downloading is the QR code giving him like the next QR code?
I guess.
Like, is that what's going on? That he scans the QR code and then he gets the hint to the next QR code?
He would have to.
And the android gave him the first QR code when they synced up.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. But this is taking way too long.
No shit.
Like in a movie, you'd spend like exactly a minute getting to this point, and then we'd have a dialogue conversation with the Resistance.
Oh, look, it's Jericho.
Symbols found. Reach the boat. Probably do some parkour things too. Yep. Let's compute our routes.
Find the emotions in these QR codes.
God, you're right.
You have to scan for the emotions.
Because as you'll know, QR is emotions.
God. David Cage gets off to emotions.
You'll know his favorite site is Polygon because that's exactly one emotion. Man, that ship was wrecked.
I mean, yeah, it's... Yup. It's old.
Yep.
Man, I remember seeing, like, on a somewhat, basically unrelated to, I think it was, there was, like, this large, like, I'm trying to think of a term to call it. I don't know. Basically, like a...
Leap of faith! Assassin's Creed style!
Oh, gosh. What?
Leap of faith! Splat. He's dead. Never mind, he's fine.
This is so dumb.
He just took the Assassin's Creed style leap of faith.
He really did.
Like, that was straight from, like, Altair's playbook.
Hell yeah, it was. You can't tell me it wasn't.
You can't kill him, Autistic. He's not alive.
It's like,
literally,
was it
that's literally a Connor quote. You can't kill me. I'm not alive.
Trust us, 05. We're not stalking you. No.
Well, I can tell you. I can tell you why. I can tell you why she made that joke. But not on camera.
Oh. Oh man, it's a shaky flashlight.
It's a and you gotta use your 6-axis controls to shake the flashlight because David Cage hasn't moved on since 2003.
I was gonna say, like, how many other fucking like? There's only one other game I could think of that even gives a shit to use.
I didn't even know that DualShock 4 had 6-axis in it.
I
still.
know, but like, the only other thing I can think of is like, I don't know, like, Until Dawn doesn't use it, does it?
I don't. Actually, no. It has the hold still.
Yeah,
instead.
like
it has the
that.
don't move.
But like, other than that though, like, I can't think of any game I've played to where like the 6-axis was.
The last thing I
even
can think of was Sly Cooper Thieves in Time.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a PS3 game though.
Yeah, this is an Uncharted. This is like from Uncharted 1, like the U-boat level.
I guess Uncharted 4 uses 6-axis according to Kelly.
Oh, you know what? You're probably right. It's been a while since I played Uncharted 4 though.
Should play that one.
It's a good one.
They said Velociraptor sounds? What? I mean, it's the future. I would expect.
Oh my
flashlights
god,
to
why
fucking
isn't this
work.
segment finished yet?
I know, this is really overstaying its welcome.
I was so like happy with this game until now, and I'm still happy with it. It's just like this segment has gone on too long.
Like, I get what they're trying to do of like the whole build up of like finding some secret place or whatever.
Yes, but I don't need the
Yeah,
build.
exactly.
The build-up should be like the anticipation of getting there, not the actual journey to get there. Like this has
Like,
actually become aggravating.
They should have cut like half of the fucking QR code scanning puzzle.
Yes.
Bullshit things like.
That overstayed its welcome 5 times over. I guess we found it now.
I mean, yeah.
Welcome to Jericho.
The Court of Miracles.
Yeah, this is straight from fucking The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh god, hell yeah, it is. Does that guy look like the dude that got shot to death earlier?
Yes, it does actually.
Yeah, like
this
he
is the
looks
guy from
like...
the first scene of the game where
But then
Connor.
again, like considering androids, I could kind of.
They probably the same model.
Yeah, I can imagine them being like the same model, but.
All right. There is no way we're going to get another segment done in time, so we're just probably going to call the stream at this point.
Yeah.
Once again, I am Brandon Carey, the person you left with Sam Callahan, and this is Chris Acharya.
Yeah. Be sure to tune in. I think Saturday is your Magic stream.
It would ordinarily be, but Saturday is E3. I'm spending that day at a friend's house, so I will not be streaming.
Okay, so nothing then.
Yeah.
But tune in Monday as those here who probably tune into my streams will probably be familiar with June RPG as it continues, as I continue my run through Breath of Fire 3. So tune in Monday for that.
And I will probably do Dishonored or something on Sunday. I'll probably stream a couple hours of Dishonored, assuming there's no press conference going on that hour, which if there is, I'm probably just not going to stream anything. But we'll see. I have to look at the E3 schedule to figure out if I'm going to be streaming on Sunday or not. But Chris, you said you had something you got to be on next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday, doing some stuff with the family, so
I will be streaming Dishonored at that point instead. I will be streaming Dishonored instead of the Detroit, and we will just take a hiatus for now.
Yeah, we'll be skipping 1 week, but still. But yeah.
But come back and we'll still have content. We'll still have hashtag content coming out, just not Detroit.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining. I'm really this has been the most active chat I've ever had on Twitch. So all of you are at a very special moment for me.
Yes.
I appreciate every person who watched even a moment of this content, and I hope you all have a lovely evening. Take care, and I will see you next time, which I guess will probably be Wednesday, assuming that there is E3 going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everyone.